up, gamers?
Oh, hello.
Are you guys ready?
Oh, dude.
Are you freaking ready?
We forgot something.
What did we forget? Well, you know what? New space, new us.
New space. I guess.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Same space, slightly different curtains.
We're off the clock right now.
We are Uncanny After Hours right now. Are you guys hearing us? I would like visual confirmation that you can hear the words coming out of our mouths before we start getting going with anything. So I'm gonna wait until I start seeing your messages on our little scroll here. Let me know if the music's too loud. Let me know if you can't hear us actually, and we're just talking to no one. Because that wouldn't be the first time.
If you could let us know that you can hear us, would make me wild with joy.
I hear you. Yep, and the music is still too. The music is. Oh, okay. But, yeah, we plan on having some music. We just wanna.
It's some background sound.
It's comfortable background sound for ambiance. Music is louder than you guys are.
We turned it down.
Well,
We'll turn it down more.
I'll turn it down more.
We'll turn it down the ways. All of them.
I don't want to turn it down all the way.
Oh, okay.
Is that better? only hear music right now. You can't hear us?
We don't have a audio capture in the mixer.
No, we do.
Oh, okay.
Our
Clay
voices.
is just being silly.
Jesus, Clay.
Clay, come on.
Come on, Clay. Alright, well, cool. If we're at comfortable audio levels, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Uncanny After Hours. We are so scarce-sighted to be doing this particular event. This is what you all voted for. I don't know if you knew what you were getting yourselves into, but...
Oh god, where's the book?
Oh, I have it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean this book?
Oh god.
This book?
This book.
So, to start with. So, number one, hello. My name is Samariel Haster. I'm the creator of this show. I was gonna say this is my first time being on the channel, but technically it's not because I was an actor in this latest episode.
It's true.
Yeah. So we're all here to, and this is Kel. This is Kel. You might not see Kel on camera, but Kel is always there. Kel is always behind the camera. Although you were also on
I'm
stage.
always on the camera.
You were on. You're crouching on top of it like a little goblin man.
Yes.
Yeah.
The controls I want to take.
Indeed. But yeah, so we are the creative team behind... The Void can hear us, great. We're the creative team behind the Franken Files. We're the bitches who run the Uncanny Productions. Me specifically, because I made it. I am its creator. Any problems that you have, I don't want to hear them. So, yeah.
Fuck you.
Indeed. We are here tonight to discuss this wonderful piece of literature. Frankenstein... Yeah, get out of here. Frankenstein Unleashed by T.K. Hardin. Everybody go, ooh! The tagline here is, Death cannot stop destiny. So that's the level we're working with here. We purchased this book as a prop for this latest episode. And then it was like, well, we gotta read it, right? So we did read it, and in fact, the Frank Enthusiast read it, and she left. And she hasn't come back yet. So, you get me tonight instead, with this wonderful piece of literature here. It's not like a Bible, but it's pretty dense.
It's pretty thick. I mean, the words are thick though too. So the letters are.
Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. It's 344 pages.
Some of the words are indeed thick.
The words are indeed thick. It's it's a full like narrative, start and finish. Boo. Yeah, fair enough. It's a full narrative, like. Characters, plot, everything's here, including an extensive amount of fucking.
Just absolutely, yeah.
Which leads me to my next point about this here stream. We're specifically talking about a sexy, smutty book, because that's what you feral rats voted for on Twitter. We wanted to celebrate the first ever upload on this channel, and we gave you several options, and this is what you asked for. You chose this.
Overwhelmingly.
This was your decision. So now you get to know the hell that I have dealt with, the psychic damage that I received. So
lots of descriptions of Victor's dick.
Indeed.
Lots.
Oh, all kinds of... We get descriptions of a lot of different things. Some things that I would never like to see described again. But that leads me to my main point. This is a sexy, smutty stream. We're gonna be discussing and reading explicit pornographic passages. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube for this because you guys chose this, so nobody tell YouTube, okay? I need you all to pinky promise me right now that you're not gonna tell YouTube. You pinky promise? You're not gonna tell YouTube?
Promise.
Cool.
We're not telling YouTube.
Sounds good. We don't tell. We're not narcs here. We're not narcs here at the Uncanny Productions.
Snitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches.
Lots of stitches.
Lots of stitches. Your body parts will be exchanged with some stitches. So this is a dirty, smutty, sexy book, which means this is an 18+ stream. No children allowed. I am telling you right now with the words out of my mouth, if you are under 18 and you are watching this stream, that is a choice that you have made. That is not on me. You cannot get mad at me for the contents of this book. Because I'm telling you right now. Josh is...
Oh, no.
Wow, we got a narc in the chat. Everybody boo the narc in the chat. Get that guy out of here. So yeah. As well as there are some things discussed in this book that are not great. There's gonna be discussions. There's moments of sexual assault. There's moments of inappropriate, like BDSM, etiquette. That's the word I'm looking for. People ignore, safe words. People are terrible. Women.
Genuinely all the stuff that you could imagine things being... Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, women getting
killed in a scene. There's a prostitute character named Sherry. She's something. She exists, technically. There's discussions of drug use. There's discussions of abuse. There's gruesome violence. And, of course, there is the smutty, sexy, horny bits. Where people's bits are touching each other's bits. It's a wild book. This book is actually really bonkers.
Lots of... I mean, there's not that much monster fucking... Is Victor...
There's only a couple of scenes of monster fucking.
Victor's a monster in this book.
Oh, Victor's the worst in this book. Victor is, like, objectively terrible.
But it's not the good kind of monster fucking then, now is it?
Yeah, no. Victor's sex scenes are... Unfortunately, several of them are plot relevant. So, but, which brings me to the discussion of the plot of this book, because this is sort of Frankenstein, but not. It's got not all. It's distinctly missing one of the characters, who I make several notes about in the margins here. But it's got a bunch of characters from Frankenstein, and it mostly follows in a general sense. So, like, Alphonse is here, Victor is here, Elizabeth is here, William is here, the monster is here, and that's kind of it. Because mainly what this is about is Elizabeth is a witch. Fuck. Okay. Elizabeth is a witch who is being... This is chapter 1, by the way. Elizabeth is a witch who is being tormented with gruesome visions of horrific murders in her sleep. And these are murders that are actually happening. She knows they're happening, and when she wakes up, they have happened. So she's, like, seeing them in real time in her dreams. And she can do nothing but watch as people are grisly murdered. So she's a witch, but she doesn't use her magic because she hasn't figured that out yet. No one trained her because Mama Frankenstein was also a witch, and Mama Frankenstein used her witch powers to heal Elizabeth from scarlet fever, and in doing so, the more self-serving a spell is, the higher the price the magic takes from you, and so the spell killed Mama Frankenstein, and Elizabeth's like...
Because she loved Elizabeth.
Because she loved Elizabeth so much.
Mm-hmm. Very caring mother.
Yeah. All of it went to Elizabeth and none for her children, because her children are the worst. Victor and William are two of the most horrendous characters I've ever seen in this book. So Elizabeth is having these visions, and then as she keeps having these visions, she realizes it's the same killer every time. Sorry.
I don't think you can hear that. No, it's not.
Good. A pipe hissed, but it sounded like someone went... And I was like, oh, hold on. The house has opinions about the book. Victor is trying to make a man. Trying to make the best man ever. And he's paying this murderer. Victor's behind the murders. He's paying this guy. We'll get to Clerval. Victor is paying a guy to kill all of these people and harvest their body parts because Victor wants the best parts. So he's like,
yes, organ harvesting.
Indeed, he gets
specifically the models though.
Well, he gets the eyes of a painter because he wants his creation to see beauty and everything, and I'm like, that's not how that works. And like all these other things.
Only the best for my weight.
The way Victor talks about the monster, it's like, dude, do you want to fuck your own monster? Which is not.
It's true.
That's not out of the ordinary. So Victor wants to make a monster. He wants to make a man, and he wants to use magic to do it, because he discovered the grimoire that his mom left Elizabeth, and is mad that magic only goes to women, and he's like, that's bullshit. It's my blood too. I can do magic. I'm gonna make this man come to life. And then he does that. He thinks he fails at it, and then Elizabeth kind of completes the spell. Brings the monster back. Jesus Christ, this
horny Frankenstein Romance.
We haven't even gotten to the horny part yet, because so Elizabeth, one of her visions is this guy, and she's like, he's perfect, I love him, I know immediately that my soul is connected to him, and then she watches his grisly murder as his brain is removed from his head, and then when the creature comes to life, she's like, oh, I still feel that same tug, but to you. And he's like, cool, I don't know what's happening, except I think you're pretty cool. And she's like, please get in this cottage so that no one sees you. There's a brief moment here where William tries to sexually assault Elizabeth.
Wait, how old is William in this again?
William in this is like 20-something.
There we go.
Yeah, he's an adult. Detail. And there's a line here where she's like, ever since William became of age, he's been a fucking asshole, or something like that. Whoremongering prick or some shit like that. Yeah, so the monster, having risen from the grave, sees the woman he really likes being attacked and snaps William's neck, and I thought that was funny. We still, in this fucking novel, get the monster killing William, but this time William deserved it because he was a little shit. Which was very fun. So then the rest of the book is spent with Elizabeth being like, oh, actually, I'm engaged to Victor, but you are showing me what actual love feels like. Oh my god, this is crazy. I'm gonna gaslight my adopted dad into believing that you are the son of his brother, so that you can be a part of our family. I'm not kidding. She's like, yeah, I'll come up with this story, because Alphonse Frankenstein misses his brother and doesn't know what happened to him. And so we concocted our own secret noble story.
That's right.
Yeah, and so the monster shows up and is like, well, the monster's been in the house this whole time, in like an unused wing of the house.
Wait, I thought he was in a cottage.
The cottage at first, but now he's been smuggled into the estate. And so the monster, it's so stupid. Oh my god, it's so stupid. So the monster assumes this identity.
We can get through some of these scenes.
Listen, I'm just giving you the plot. The monster assumes the identity of this non-existent descendant, and then joins the family. Victor doesn't know because he's been spending all of his time in his laboratory and he never comes out, so he has no idea for most of the book. And he doesn't find out until they throw a ball. Like, the monster's been here for, I want to say, a month, and they decide to throw a ball for a reason I don't remember. By the way, we named the monster Lucian in this, because that was the closest name we could get to Lucifer.
You gotta have that, Paradise Lost reference, right?
I hate my life. Okay, this, I love my life, but this book makes me hate existence. So they throw a ball, and there's, like, some really annoying segments of, like, the monster gets this, like, custom-made mask, but it's really, like, the author is clearly trying to flex their, like, mythology knowledge, but when I read it, I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyway, so they throw this ball. Lucian is turning heads all over the place, And then Victor finally comes out of the goddamn basement and goes, wait a minute, that guy's not a member of our family. I made that man. And everyone went, I'm sorry? What?
He's your son then?
Wait, your
no,
son
I
then?
thought
Like,
it was
what does that mean?
Your cousin.
And everyone is mad at Victor because they're like, you've been hiding in your basement. You don't come out. You've been neglecting your fiance.
Wait, is this isolation? Is this the isolation?
This is isolation and suffering? Oh my god. So everyone's mad at Victor, and so they're like, shut the fuck up. We love Lucian. He's the best. You suck shit. And this is the one moment where I'm kind of on Victor's side because it's like, no, they are gaslighting. Like, they are lying to you. This man he's not a member of our family. That is a lie. And everyone's like, no, fuck you, Victor. We're mad at you. So whatever. It escalates from there because I think that's then when Victor goes and has sex with his prostitute. Her name's Sherry. She makes several appearances. And in one of them, she's like weirdly anti-abortion. And I'm like, you're a prostitute. You love abortion. Shut up. Also, she's a secret noble too, by the way. It's fine. Victor...
But like the actual secret noble, not the fake secret noble that's being gaslit.
Not the... Yeah. So Victor goes and has hardcore sex with his pet prostitute, Sherry, and chokes her and kills her. And then he brings her back to life, because that's what this whore does. And she, like, immediately becomes baby crazy. And is like, I want children. I can't believe you've done this to me. She's like mad at Victor for having killed her, and then mad at him for having brought her back, because now she can't have children. And again, you're a prostitute. You don't stop. What are you talking about? But she goes on a murderous rampage, specifically killing some nobles who are staying for the ball, including a pregnant woman. And she drags the pregnant woman, like about to burst pregnant woman, and drags the body to Victor's laboratory and is like, take the baby out of her and put it in me. And Victor's like, that's not how that works. And I'm like, oh, now you care about anatomy? And then, yeah, it ends in this big fight in Victor's laboratory, where Sherry gets killed, Victor presumably also gets killed, but also his body is never found. And the monster, Lucian and Elizabeth, get married, and they adopt the baby from the dead pregnant woman. That's how this book ends.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a sequel, 100%.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, no, Victor's still alive out there, I'm sure.
So that's the plot.
He actually killed himself and brought himself back to life already.
Jesus. That was the last book. So that's the plot. That is the story of this book. I had to read it. So now you get to know a little bit of my pain.
No, they asked for this. They enjoy
you
this
asked
shit.
for this.
They're smut sluts.
So, smut sluts. What's up, smut sluts?
What's up, smut sluts? We're all here to talk about smut.
FrankenSmut.
So I
sounds like an episode of Undead Jerry Springer. Yeah, little bit.
I neglected to hear anything about Clerval,
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
really excited about that scene.
Yeah, Clerval doesn't matter in this book, which is a damn shame, because...
But he does get fucked.
Oh, he gets fucked several times. Victor and Clerval have kinky sex with each other. There's a segment in about the middle, just when Elizabeth has smuggled the creature into the abandoned portion, not abandoned, but like the unused portion of the house, and he and Victor and Clerval get naked and have eat...
I'll hear about it.
Oh, should we not? Okay.
We should just...
Then never mind then.
You can read it. You can listen to us.
We'll discover that when we get there. But yeah, Clerval is there. He does technically exist. I don't remember if he dies.
Me
I don't
either.
think it matters. Because he's not a character.
He's not plot relevant.
So.
Without
any further ado. So, the first chapter is Elizabeth establishing, so here's how this book works, okay? Each chapter, I don't know if you can see it, each chapter...
There you go.
I still don't know if you can see it. Okay, each chapter is numbered, and then it lists who's talking. There are several narrators in this book, And then each chapter is also then named. And so you get to see a lot of different terrible things. At one point you see one scene from 2 different perspectives. That was unnecessary and I didn't like it. But that's like the least of this book's sins. So chapter 1
of sins.
Indeed. Chapter 1 is Elizabeth vomiting exposition at you. Where she tells you how magic works. Yeah, here's my first note in the margin is #justice for Ernest, because Ernest is not in this book, and I'm mad about it. Oh, the other note that I have in here is, to make matters worse, his younger brother William spends his time drinking and whoring, and in the column I just went, because I was like, that's a child, that's a little boy.
We're talking
but
about.
It's not.
We're talking about William here, right? Like the same William,
yeah.
the one that
the
dies.
The little boy
kid?
who plays
No.
with a. No, all right.
Different William.
So I need you to feel
Very
the
different.
whiplash that I got reading this book. Okay, so here's how chapter 1 ends. She's seeing a vision of a guy getting brutally murdered. I could still smell the blood. As surely as I have ever known anything, I know these visions are real. Someone somewhere is being murdered exactly as I have seen it, and I can do nothing but watch. I said, kneel! The woman hesitated, and I raised my hand as if to strike her. Instantly, she obeyed my command. I hate breaking in new whores, Henry said. Silence, it is your turn next. And again, I've just got all over the columns. I cracked the whip against my palm for emphasis, and the whore cringed. I would leave no permanent mark on her body. It was her fear I desired. Okay. She was tied quite thoroughly. Still, I checked her restraints once more, if only to prove to her that she was going nowhere. Which I like to picture, you know when, like, Midwest dads are, like, strapping something down in the bed of a truck, and they pull the, like, strap all the way, and then they have to slap it twice, and they go, well, that's not going anywhere. That's what Victor's doing to a whore.
which raises the question, like, kneel after she's already tied up?
Listen. I don't know, man. Sometimes,
I just have a feeling that whoever, what? Sorry, I forgot the
T.K. Harden.
T.K. Harden may not have ever actually seen a scene.
There are a couple of moments in this, I often have this with smut scenes, just in general, where I'm like, I'm sorry, where are their hands now? I thought we were, hold on, okay, so he's here, and and like I've got to like
You're playing a game of Twister?
Yes, honestly, and I gotta like get the action figures in my head bent into the right positions. So anyways, we're breaking a
figures,
whore.
the art mannequins right next to you, just in case you need to play out a scene in real space.
There you go. So, that ain't going nowhere. Taps her booty. Her ankles were bound separately and connected with a long silk scarf. I never used chains the first time. Her wrists were tied in the same fashion. However, they were also connected to the scarf around her neck. This is how a lot of paragraphs in this book are structured, where it's like we can't say... It takes like 3 sentences to say one thing in the most like obtuse way possible, and I'm not... It's just like, it's clunky. Which... This book does need an editor desperately, but the editor's probably just going to throw it in the trash and set it on fire. But this book desperately needs an editor.
A different editor.
A different editor. It needs me. I'm here to ruin this book. So, I never used chains the first time. Her wrists were tied in much the same fashion. However, they were also connected to the scarf around her neck. Every time she pulled her hands apart, she choked herself.
That's exactly
So
what I was
would you like to
thinking.
demonstrate?
Oh, yeah, no, like, up, like, this way, so they're together, but also tied around the neck, so if she tries to pull them away,
Now, is that a
it's just,
is that a legitimate technique that is used?
it's something you could do, but it's dangerous.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, consent required beforehand, thank you.
True. Cool. Her eyes were green, not brown like Elizabeth's, but her hair was perfect. Long, blonde, and lustrous.
Wait, is Elizabeth's hair blonde then?
Yes.
Okay.
Elizabeth is
Alright.
blonde with brown eyes.
Gotcha.
Apparently. From what we know. The next part that hit me like a bus was Madame Morris knows what I like. Now, Justine Morris is in this book. She's Elizabeth's sort of maidservant. Madame Morris is presumably Justine's mom? Question mark? I even wrote Justine's mom? Like, what? Sure, but yeah, Madame Morris knows what I like. She sent this girl, whose name I do not recall, as a gift. Henry brought her to me not an hour ago. Madame Morris was, no doubt, wondering where I had been of late. My weekly visits to her brothel have stopped. Before tonight, I had not seen Henry in months either. Our relationship is unusual, to say the least.
Unusual.
Sometimes you gotta fuck your best friend into submission.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Unusual to say the least. I ran the whip over the whore's back, allowing her to feel the soft leather. This whip was not meant for the punishment Henry enjoys. He comes to me for his pain, and I use him for my pleasure. I bent close.
I do like that line. I have to say I like that line.
Sometimes there's a couple of good lines in here. I know I have a couple highlighted further on where I was like, that's one good line. That does not justify the last 200 pages I've suffered through, but there's one good line. He comes to me for his pain, I use him for my pleasure. I bent close to her and said softly, "What is your name?" "Call me what you wish, my lord." "Master." "Beg pardon, my lord?" "Call me Master."
Just a minute, what is your name? Call me what you wish. Master. Oh, my lord. Okay, got it now.
Well, she said, "Call me what you wish, my lord," and he said Master. Because he wants to be called Master.
Gotcha.
Like a bitch. "Yes, Master," she replied immediately. "Smart girl. You speak quite well, and I detect an Italian accent. How did you come to be a whore?" You know, the questions you asked. "My family lost its fortune, Master. We were ruined. I had no wish to starve. So I have the pleasure of whipping a lady this evening. At least you used to be. I will call you Liz. Tell me, Liz, what do you fear?" She hesitated, and I sighed in frustration. "Not all your fears, girl. What are you afraid of in this moment?" She trembled as I ran the whip up and down her spine. "I am afraid of you, Master." Though I wanted to contain my emotions, I could not stop myself from smiling. "Excellent," I said. "Why do you fear me?"
Now we gotta voice her Italian?
Well, now you gotta... Oh, God. Then it's gonna sound like Victor's fucking Mario. I can't do an Italian accent. "I'm afraid of you, Master." I don't know. "Excellent, why do you fear me?" "I'm afraid you will flay the skin off of my bones." "Not my bones." Her voice was soft.
"I'm afraid you will flay my skin."
"I'm afraid you're gonna flay my skin off of my bones."
Oh my god.
Anyways. Is that racist? I don't know.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Answers in the chat. Her voice was soft, her fear exquisitely displayed in her eyes, though she would not look at me directly. "Look at me," I commanded. She lifted her face to me, and her bottom lip trembled. "What do you see when you look at me? Leave nothing unsaid." "You're very handsome, Master," she said, stumbling over her words. "Your hair is like gold, your eyes bluer than the sky." "I know what I look like. You only describe the surface. I doubt my golden hair or blue eyes frighten you."
Well, fantastic accent, apparently.
Here's...
That's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, hell yeah, perfect. See, here's the thing. I read that bit, and I go, oh, okay. That's how TK Harden is giving us descriptions. We're gonna talk about how gold Victor's hair is and how blue his eyes are. So that way everybody knows his hair is golden and his eyes are blue. Fucking Aryan piece of shit. I doubt my golden hair or blue eyes frighten you. She looked down at my boots, no longer able to meet my eyes. "Your hair is not threatening," she confessed, a sentence that makes me numb to read it. "It is your eyes I fear. There is cruelty in them, such as I have never seen." I laughed, dismissing her observation, even as her words made my cock hard.
Your hair is not threatening.
There's cruelty in your eyes. Oh, fuck. I am a surgeon and very knowledgeable about the body, I said. Had I the desire, I could flay you like a fish. Her entire body shook with my words. I'm sorry, master. Forgive my offense. You have not offended me, girl, and I have no use for your skin, fair though it is. On impulse, I cast the soft whip aside and took up my riding crop in hand. Henry's eyes lit with excitement. I have changed my mind, I said, pointing at him. You will go first tonight. Yes, master, he said, rising at once.
Which part of him was rising, I wonder?
Henry moved swiftly to kneel at my feet. As he kissed my polished black boots, he asked, What would you have me do? Remove your shirt and go to the cross. My dungeon is located at... Here's Victor's turn for some exposition. My dungeon is located in a cellar in the farthest corner of the east wing of the Castle Frankenstein. A sentence that makes me numb to read it. Henry was familiar with the reasons for this location. However, while he removed his shirt, I decided to inform the whore. So nifty that we've got some exposition. You see, it's sex and also we're learning. Sexposition, I believe, is the term that got coined from Game of Thrones about that, of giving information. Yeah. Anyways. Liz, do you realize how far we are from another living soul? I did not give it much thought before, she admitted. I was certain her knees were beginning to hurt as she knelt on the cold stone. In spite of this, she did not move. The servants reside in the main part of the castle, I explained. Even so, no one ever comes to my dungeon unless I bring them here. I can do whatever I wish, and there is not a soul to hear your screams. She began to cry softly as I turned my attention back to Henry. What I called the cross was like an X turned on its side. An X turned on its side is an X! Unless it's a plus shape, but then you would have just called it a cross. An X on its side is an X! What do you mean? Oh my god, okay.
Really need the editor for that one.
Ah! Alright. I secured his wrists to shackles that were already in place. As I knelt to restrain his feet, the whore emitted a soft gasp. It took me a moment to realize what caused her alarm. She was staring directly at Henry's back. I ran my hand over the raised scars along his back. Some were slightly pink, but most had long ago faded to white. Henry trembled as I touched him, but I knew it was not with fear. He ached for my wrath.
X plus T. Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
X.
Yeah, you just need an S in the middle, or somewhere in there, I'm sure. Anyway.
I don't know.
Don't worry about
I
it.
don't... TK Harden, I need the layout for Victor's sex dungeon. Oh my god.
45-degree angle?
To be more accurate. Well,
is
that not just
a cross?
That's just a regular cross then. What the fuck? I'm so mad. That's so stupid.
I mean, an X already joins at 45 degrees, so it'd just be like in a weird like cross with a sideways. Yeah, it's just really weird. It'd be like block.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't with this shit. Anyways.
Just discomfort. It's intentional discomfort. That's about it.
Sure. Still, it makes no sense. Oh yes, I said, smiling with wicked delight. This is not Henry's first visit to my dungeon. And you can see here in the side I've written, I'm screaming. Tears spilled down. Here, okay, actually, you know what? I do want to talk about this. There is explicit discussion of how Victor and Henry have sex with each other. And they've done that several times. But there's never any discussion about, like, sexuality between them. Like,
no.
I mean, in fairness...
Just my very, very odd friend.
My incredibly odd friend that I have sex with sometimes. But there's never... So, I mean, obviously, terms like, you know, bisexual and whatnot didn't exist in that era. So, sure. But still, like, I don't know. There's never any discussion of that. And I feel... I don't know. Maybe I'm not missing anything. Maybe I shouldn't want that, because I feel like TK Harden wouldn't do a great job with having a healthy discussion about sexuality.
No.
Anyways. Tears spilled down her lovely face, but she asked no questions. What is your real name, I asked. The question seemed to surprise her. It did me as well. The names of whores who had never... What? The question... Oh, the names of whores had never been important. Yes. I'm sorry, the names of whores had never been of import. Because we gotta pretend that this is old-timey.
Okay.
Shush, no king shaming in the Frankenstein family dungeon. And history said they were the closest to friends. True.
Yeah, they're not gay. They're
you know
just...
what? I am gonna king shame in the Frankenstein family dungeon. And you can't stop me because it's my stream.
You don't hire a whore without telling them what you're hiring them for. Just putting that out there.
True. Cool. Sherry, master, because her name is Sherry. I take much pleasure in being called master, especially by beautiful women. We know!
Also,
show don't tell.
You said you didn't care.
You've already showed us. You showed us that you like being called master. You don't need to state it again.
Not only that, but you also said previously that you don't care about the person's name because you just changed her name to Liz.
Oh my god,
like
they were
earlier.
dungeon mates.
Didn't even care. There was only one bed.
And there was only one X on its side. Alright, cool. She was not as fair as my Elizabeth, but Sherry would suffice. Someday, when my latest project is complete, I would fulfill my promise to Elizabeth and my mother. Until that time, I do what I must. As I looked to... Which I believe is Victor promising to marry Elizabeth. Until that time, I do what I must. As I looked at Sherry, quivering, naked, and bound on the floor, it was easy to envision Elizabeth there in her stead.
It's not gay to hump the homies, right? Exactly.
It's not gay to whip the homies and chain them to your sideways ex.
No, that's just some friendly horseplay between homies.
Indeed. Whip the homies goodnight. So, looking at Sherry being quivering, bound, and naked, it was easy to envision Elizabeth there in her stead. Will she ever know my true self? Only time will tell. Watch closely, Sherry. You are next. I took my usual stance and touched the whip against Henry's back, lining up my stroke. My first blow was light, yet it echoed in the large chamber. Tell me what you need, I instructed. I need the pain, master. I hit him again, and he took it with little effort. This time, a small pink line appeared on his skin. I continued in this fashion, varying my force until a fine sheen of sweat caused Henry's skin to glisten in the dim light. I paused to turn the wick up on the lantern and saw that Sherry was shaking, violently. Whether from fear, cold, or the strain of maintaining her position, I did not know. It could be the latter, for as I whipped Henry, I lost track of time. The way that's phrased is so weird. I don't know. Anyways, I rolled on my sleeve and I struck him again, hard. Yes, he cried, make me bleed. Silence, you miserable wretch. I decide if there will be blood. I feel like we need a wretch count. Just because...
Oh, shoot. Where's... I'm gonna grab
grab some paper or something.
Yeah. Oh.
Go careful. Please don't die. You're fine.
Die.
Just because we...
At least then my organ goes.
If you know anything about previous live streams on this show, the word wretch likes to come up a lot. And I also... The wretch. And I also know that there is another word we're going to have to do a count for later. I don't remember it popping up in this particular...
Where are your notebooks?
In the front shelf. Here, you know what? You hold the book.
Shelf, yes.
You hold the book. I'll go find a notepad. Entertain the audience.
Find the notepad.
Entertain the audience.
So, maybe we should also start, like, cardinal sins of BDSM count, but I don't know. It would get long, too. Like, I don't know.
I mean, we can count the number of times it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're in that spot now?
No, I'm just... You said entertain the audience. I stole your seat.
From your chair.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Alright.
Well, at least if I did fall over dead, you know, the Frank enthusiast would put my organs to good use.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna start a count. Okay. So are we starting?
Silence, you miserable wretch.
Alright, so...
It's count number one.
Wretch. We got one. Yeah, there's
we're gonna make columns probably at this point. Yeah, okay, yeah.
There's another word coming up that we're gonna have another count for. It's a bad one. But yeah, do we want to do another count for BDSM etiquette? Falls?
Yeah. BDSM sins.
BDSM, it's fucking cinema sins. Ding. BDSM crimes, I'll say.
Yes, I like crimes better.
Okay, so we got one. I
Right.
feel like we've got several at this point.
I struck him again and again. My rage took over. Although I thought of my failed creation in Ingolstadt and punished him for my mistake. The body was perfect, pieced together from the very best. And yet, I could not make him live.
Damn. That sucks.
This time would be different.
Ooh. Will it though? Will it though?
Right, yeah.
Is this the part where he explains what his whole situation is?
I mean,
no,
it takes
no,
a while.
no, never mind.
It's not this page, no.
We're doing more smut. Take a shot for every wretch. Oh.
Take a shot for every wretch. We'd had to have liquor for that.
Only one X? What is this, a dungeon for peasants? Stunning.
Well, you gotta have variations. So there's one X on its side, one T.
We had two X's, but one fell on its side. Oh my god. Alright, cool.
With my final... this time would be different. I will not fail again, I yelled. With my final strike, I came to my senses and realized Henry was unconscious.
Ooh.
BDSM sin.
BDSM sin. Ding.
Long red lines crisscrossed his back and blood ran to his trousers. Sherry was openly weeping,
Jesus
and I was covered in sweat. Although I removed my shirt. I think that's a second sin, actually. You've got two people in BDSM. One's witness and one... Yeah, that's a second sin.
That's another sin?
Yeah.
All right. 3 sins.
3 sins already.
3 sins already.
Yeah. Oh, right. Crimes. I removed my shirt and tossed it aside. Henry gasped as I tossed water on his bloody back. You fainted, I said. Forgive me, master. You did well. He nearly fell when I removed his shackles. I handed him a clean towel. You are bleeding. Thank you,
And whose
master.
fault is that, Victor? Whose fucking fault is that? Continue.
Thank you, master. Well, you see, it's not even a fault. It's like, hey, I gave you what you wanted. There you go, you're bleeding.
There you go.
Are you ready, Sherry? What do you want me to do? Oh, yeah. What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
Yes, shaking uncontrollably.
An Italian in the dungeon?
I mean...
I'm restocking my wine.
Oh.
Do you want some more?
Oh, yes, please.
Sounds great.
I'm doing a control through my PDF of actual Frankenstein. It seems there are 11 uses of the word wretch in the novel, which translates to 1 every 25 pages or so. Yes, that's what I thought. It's everywhere in the book.
Bless you, Adam.
Yes.
Bless you for doing that reason. Because I was sitting here wondering, how many times did they say wretch in Frankenstein? I don't know. And now I do. Bless you.
A lot.
A lot.
And now, 25, we find out. Thank you so much.
Let's find
11,
out how many...
11, sorry, 25 pages.
Let's find out how many times it's used in this book.
Frequency versus quantity, yes. Right.
What do you want me to do? Oh, what do you want me to do?
I bent down and removed the scarves from her wrists. Bend forward and put your hands on your arse. Oh,
It
you
is
had to
arse.
use arse,
A-R-S-E.
not ass, because we've got to be old-timey.
Because it's old-timey. This is
Yeah.
old-timey kinky sex.
Yes. Bend forward and put your hands on your arse. Master, please, do it.
Touch your ass.
I moved behind her and took up the soft whip again, while she obeyed my command. Her face and shoulders were pressed into the stone floor, and her arse was in the air. Reach back and spread your quim.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the worst word ever used in anything ever. So quim means vagina. I don't have the full etymology.
Some slang.
But yeah, it's a slang term for vagina. If you are telling yourself that's a horrible word, but I do feel like I've heard it before, that would be because in the 2012 film The Avengers, when Loki is threatening Black Widow, he calls her a mewling quim, which means he calls her a quivering vagina. He calls her a shaking cunt. So Quim.
I knew that was weird when I heard it, and I didn't know why exactly.
And then,
I was
everyone on Tumblr was like,
that's
ooh,
a thing.
mewling
Why?
Quim. What a great, what a cool new insult I now have. And I'm like, you're saying vagina.
Now, the question is, was it made up? No, it was made up before the Avengers.
It's a historical word. It is. But the frequency that they use it. Especially, there are later sequences that's just like, oh, he touched my quim. Oh,
Quim
he
shot.
whipped my quim. Quim shot.
Quim shot.
But, Thank you. It's a good joke. So now we have a Wretch tally, we have a Quim tally, and we have our BDSM crimes tally. You chose this! You made this decision!
Reach back and spread your quim. She obeyed, though her trembling grew worse. Are you ready for my strike? She was beautiful, shaking and crying with her cunt spread wide.
See, we use the word cunt.
Yep.
But quim? We gotta keep using quim?
Look, you can't just repeat the same word in a porno.
Except for the
book.
fact that she does!
So, all the different words for cock,
Sorry.
and yet
Sorry.
using the same word for cunt multiple times, many times, the same word everywhere. I guess it's better than gaping hole.
Honestly, I feel like I would prefer gaping hole to quim. I would take. Hey, vote in the chat. Gaping hole or quim? What do you prefer?
My sheath.
My sheath.
Ugh. Gross.
Such an educational stream. That's right. You're welcome. Learning a lot about TK Harding right now. Yeah.
Expanding
Yeah,
vocabulary
we are.
through smut. The more you know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is that also where the word queef comes from? Probably.
I would bet that they
Same
have
root.
similar roots. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways,
chakra.
her cunt is being spread wide.
Please, I don't. She finished as I smacked her across the arse, and she screamed. Her cry of fear was all it took to push me over the edge. I came hard for a moment, was lost, and for a moment was lost in the ecstasy. Okay then.
Okay then.
Just, coming from a thought.
Slap her once, and then immediately.
No, you see, Henry did all the hard work.
True. Henry
Henry
does do
did all the hard work.
Fucking Frankenstein in a nutshell. Henry did all the hard work.
And
Henry took
killed.
care of Victor.
Yeah.
That bitch is the worst. Anyways, continue.
I was about to thank her for a job well done when I realized she had fainted. I've never seen anyone so afraid, Henry said.
I was about to thank her when I realized I don't care about the opinions of women.
Yeah. And also, so it says never seen anybody more afraid. That's a BDSM crime.
Is that
if
BDSM
they're
crime?
if they're that fucking afraid,
And you didn't check in with
and
them.
you didn't check in on any level, bad.
Bad. Alright, we're up to 4 BDSM crimes, and we're only in the first sex scene of this book, which is chapter 2!
It was marvelous. Victor says, we moved her to the cot in the corner. Okay, aftercare, I guess.
Quim is Sam's safe word. Which, honestly, yeah, if you use the word quim in the bedroom, I will die. I will immediately perish. I will burn like a vampire in the sun.
If Sam says quim in the bedroom, you know that they're just done. They're not
Oh,
into
okay,
it.
so our votes are coming in. Is neither an option? Quim is safe. Gaping hole is better than quim. Gaping hole is better than quim. We've got at least one opinion.
Yep. Alright, that's 2, actually. Cause...
Oh, that's 2 BDSM sins?
No, that's Sam. That's Sam. Sam saying quim. But yes. We didn't see quim twice.
We have not seen... Okay, never mind.
No,
never mind.
not yet.
I'm just realizing I didn't share the stream on Discord. I'm gonna share the stream on Discord. Get your friends in here.
Yes.
Get them watching so that we can learn. Everyone needs to learn about
The hard
quim.
work.
The hard work.
Yes, thank you.
Everyone
Chloe.
gets to learn about quim tonight.
Everybody gets to learn.
That's my gift to you.
We moved her to the cot in the corner. By the time Henry and I had cleaned ourselves and I had treated his wounds, hey, aftercare.
Aftercare!
Boom. Good job.
Do we take a sin off, or...?
I don't know.
No, okay, well,
no.
the sins are too bad.
Yeah, the sins are there.
Fair enough.
I was growing... Sherry was still unconscious. I was growing impatient. I had work to do. They needed to leave.
Get these whores out of here.
I walked over and slapped her in the face. When she awoke, startled, I tossed a pouch of coins onto her chest. You did well. Now get the fuck out of my dungeon.
Did he straight up say that?
Yes.
You did well. Get the fuck out of my dungeon. God damn it. All right. What a...
Sir? Oh, and thank Madame Morris for me. Come on, Henry. It's best to leave when he gets Come on, Henry said. It's best to leave when he gets like this. Yes. Oh, this is all in his head. Yes, leave. My work cannot be put off any longer. He doesn't even say anything else to them. He just freaking leaves. I leave Henry and Sherry to their own devices and made at once for the cottage where all my equipment is stored. I have transformed the place into a sizable laboratory. And...
Alright. Okay, I've now shared on a couple of different Discords.
And it is done with the sex scene. So I think we're done with the
We're done with the sex scene. Alright, so that's number one. That's the first one.
That
Merry
is the second
Christmas.
chapter.
That's
that is
chapter
the beginning
2.
of chapter 2.
Oh, yeah, right? Holy shit, yeah, because then it gets into him talking about, like, oh, I'm gonna make a monster. Only females inherit witch power. Bullshit. This is when we learn he's... Oh, okay, cool. So Victor hired a man to kill a bunch of people and take their body parts, and then he planned to kill that man because that man was big and strong and had the perfect body for him to put all them parts into.
Yep.
And so this is the last paragraph of chapter 2, where Victor says, "The man I hired will return with the brain tonight, and then I must find a way to subdue him. I wonder what I should call him. I made a point not to learn his name. His name is irrelevant. All that is important is the body."
Wait.
Yes, he really does have the perfect body.
Victor not caring about names count. This is the fourth time he said it.
Oh, is that a BDSM thing?
No. That's not a BDSM thing. But, like, this is the fourth time he said that he doesn't care about names.
Oh, we gotta keep a track of
this
Victor
is
saying he doesn't care about names.
This is 4 times in one chapter. How little he cares about names.
Victor views people as commodities.
God.
Just so you know. I mean, how many chapters are there? I don't... Oh, that's... Okay. Hold on.
Get some brain from him, and then give him some head.
Good.
Thank you. Yes.
Alright, I think... Because there's an epilogue. So there's 30 chapters and an epilogue.
Honey, I think you mean Hunkles.
Huncules. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which is, yeah.
I got eyes
Talking
bad.
about Hercules. Honey, I think you mean
Huncules.
Hercules. So, yeah. He really, so this ends with, his name is irrelevant, all that is important is the body. Yes, he really does have the perfect body. And my notes here say, buckle in, folks, with an XD smiley face. It was just me, but I feel like the demographic interested in FrankenSmut doesn't read it for Victor, especially if he's having sex with a woman and not Clerval or the creature. Correct!
Right, yep.
Correct.
Look, even...
I don't know what TK Harden's sexuality is, but in my heart of hearts, I feel like she's a straight woman.
That sounds about right. That seems about right from the reading.
Because I did not get any Henry penetration, and I'm mad about it. So.
Even... excuse me. Mary Shelley, in the original Frankenstein, has more time of Victor being sad about Henry and talking about Henry than he does talking about Elizabeth.
Correct.
Like, there are legitimately, like, 2 paragraphs for Victor describing Elizabeth, and then 2 pages of Victor describing Henry.
She Ouroboros on my till she Ouroboros on my till she Ouroboros on my 10 out of 10. Penetration? Hell yeah, baby. Stunning. Okay, this isn't a sex scene, but this is the scene where Victor kills the guy, his big, beefy, perfect body man, so he can steal his body. And I did highlight this paragraph because I was like, this is a very horny way of talking about another man. Which says, I took out a pair of scissors and began to cut away his clothing. He was more well-built than diagrams in textbooks. I could tell by his size and shape that he would have an incredible body, but I was truly not prepared to see him naked. He was magnificent. I could not have chosen a more perfect body.
Yeah, that's not a straight man way of describing
That's such
something.
a horny thing to say.
Yeah.
About a corpse.
Does it say he comes at the thought of it? No?
Not this
darn.
time, no, tragically.
No climax.
He's too busy doing science. Which, you know, you think Victor is horny for science, but honestly,
Victor's not horny for science in this, and I'm really upset about it.
True.
Well, he's kind of horny for magic, but not really.
This is when he's doing magic.
He's just upset that he doesn't get the magic.
Where's the part where Victor takes his clothes off? Because this is, oh, never mind. Did I lose it? Oh, Victor began to undress and stepped away from the window.
Oh, this is the scene where he gets his clothes.
Yeah. Because this is when Victor's about to bring the monster to life. Victor was gone for several minutes. When he finally moved back in front of the window, Victor was completely naked. His body was painted with symbols. I watched him and wondered, when had he gone insane? At one point.
When had he gone insane?
At what point did he lose his mind, and how had I not noticed? Okay.
Elizabeth.
Hey, yo! Frankenpussy. Hey!
Frankenstussy.
Frankenpussy. I lost it, damn it. So, here we go. So Victor tries to do the spell on the monster, and it doesn't seem to be working. And he's really mad about it, because he can't do magic, because he's not a woman. And he goes, is it true then? There's no power in my blood? How can this be? My mother was a witch. My fucking cousin is a witch. Perhaps if I find a way to give myself a pair of teats, I too will inherit some power. To which I wrote in the column, trans?
Yeah, that's what I was... Yeah.
Yeah, right. Which is... There is some... Okay, this is more credit than I think T.K. Harden should have. But I do think that is interesting because in Frankenstein, when Victor talks about wanting to, like, get knowledge and learn things and consume, he talks about it as pursuing nature into her private rooms and pulling her forth. And so, like, there is some imagery of, like, violating women's spaces for your own personal gain. And so, trans and transphobic at the same time, he gets a medal. And so there is something here of, like, Victor wanting to, like, insert himself into... Victor is a man who's very rich, and yet he's wasting all of his times to get, like, one thing that's not for him, and he's going mad over it. And so it's like, hell yeah. Fuck you, you suck. Victor, what if you just took some estrogen, baby? Like, what if you just got on that HRT? Would your magic unlock that?
You've pursued building a person, but not building yourself.
Yeah, you know? Listen, man.
Oh, hey. This original thought for the thought of the novel? Huh, maybe.
Wow, crazy. Okay, Elizabeth finds a dead body. Elizabeth gets sexually assaulted.
Right. Victor doing morally depraved and bad and having bad decisions.
Color me shocked.
Yes.
Truly. Elizabeth gets attacked by William. The monster kills him.
Not Victor. Victor didn't get attacked.
Elizabeth got attacked. The monster killed William. Yeah, chapter 8 is narrated by The Dark Man. And the chapter is called Who Am I? Something. He's...
These memories of pain. Come on, I can't go
I don't care.
4 chapters in without another sex scene, really?
I don't care about this man. Lucifer was God's creation. Here we go. Chapter 9, Victor, Aftermath. First sentence. First sentence of this chapter. I thrust into her cunt with reckless abandon. We're back in business, baby! Victor's back to having sex with prostitutes.
So what does this imply?
My note here, I don't know if you can see it, my note here just says Christ in capital letters.
What does this imply about Victor and the sexual pursuits that he is having? Are they entirely him, or just an outlet for all of his frustrations, having no real self-growth or insight at all?
I want to call him an incel, but he is very distinctly having sex.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. He's an incel if sex is actually just knowing yourself better.
Anyways, I thrust into her cunt with reckless abandon. I was most surprised to see Sherry again. I sent a message to the brothel knowing that Madame Morris would understand my needs. When the carriage arrived at the back entrance and Sherry stepped out, I realized she was made of tougher stuff than I had presumed. I thought you were broken, I said. When she replied, not yet, I knew this was going to be... Not yet! I knew this was going to be fun.
Okay, that was good. That was really good. Not the yet.
Not the yet. Again, is this racist? Answers in the chat. Anyways.
He's an incel but has money.
He's an incel but has money. Fair enough. I knew this was going to be fun. I withdrew from her.
Just a second.
But
I've got noise being made by my
oh no.
on the floor.
Oh no.
I know, I ruined the stream.
Not
It's all over
noise, you guys.
It's all over.
You guys, tell Kel you're mad. Oh, by the way, I don't think we ever said... We said our names. Pronouns are they, them on both sides. Cool. Anyways, back to this whore we're fucking.
Oh, right. Victor,
Oh,
people are commodities. Boom, boom. Because...
Victor, people are commodities. We have that written down. Yep. Amazing. I withdrew from her, but the whore left the whore locked in the stocks. Restrained as she was, Sherry was completely exposed. I could do whatever I liked, and she was powerless to stop me. Perhaps I should have sent for Henry, I said as I smacked the whip against her arse. He might like to fuck you as well. Whatever you think is best, master. Why did you come back? Madame Morris asked me to. I whipped her arse again. Don't lie to me. I know she gives you some choice. My tastes are not exactly common.
So...
I don't make love. I fuck hard.
So far, no BDSM crimes.
So far, no BDSM crimes. So
that's refreshing.
Victor MRA arc? No. Victor is no rights for anyone but me.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
I volunteered, she admitted. This gave me pause, but I was just about to strike her again, but hesitated. Last time you were here, I frightened you so badly that you fainted. I would have thought you were glad to leave with your skin still intact. Why would you willingly return? Because when I thought of you striking me, when I remembered my fear, I came.
just from remembering it. Yeah.
50 Shades of Rigor Mortis, yeah. Without warning, I thrust into her again. Her cunt was tight and wet around my cock. I could hardly wait to spill myself inside her. Is this what you wanted? I asked. Yes! I slammed into her harder. Were you sorry I didn't get a chance to fuck you last time? Yes, master, she screamed. Why is that, you filthy slut? Because I need your cock. With her confession, I came so hard that I had to rest against the stocks to keep from falling. After I caught my breath, I released her from her bonds.
Wait, is this like three or four slams?
Like
That's
3 pump chomp, yeah.
Three pump chomp.
Yeah. And then he goes, you know your way out, I said. I have matters that require my attention.
Aftercare.
When shall I return, she asked. I could not stop myself from smiling. I will send for you when I have need. People are commodities.
Well, no aftercare BDSM crime.
No, and she says, when will I return? And he says, I will send word for you when I have need. People are commodities.
There we go.
Sherry gathered her clothes and left with a curt nod. It didn't really matter if she walked into the hallway naked because no one is in this part of the castle except for me.
My God.
Okay, again, this is not the thing that I need to be focused on, but those were two different verb tenses in the same sentence.
Wait, what?
It didn't really matter if she walked into the hallway naked because no one is in this part of the castle besides me. So we have a present tense, but this whole book has been using past tense.
Yes. Gotcha. God damn
Again,
it.
not the thing that this book needs.
I immediately mentally changed that to a was without me noticing it at all.
3-hit Vic, yeah, pretty much. Shit, I ran a hand through my hair and began pulling on my clothes. What a night.
Money's on the side of his
Oh, that's right. This is the same night. Elizabeth has just been assaulted. His brother has just been killed. It's the same night.
Wait, does he know that his brother's dead?
Yes.
Oh my fucking God.
Yes, he does.
All he cares
and
about...
all he wanted to do was fuck a whore.
Well,
oh shit.
Again, we're going to stress fuck because we have no awareness of ourselves and no other way to process emotion.
Jeez. Yeah, he tries to go see Elizabeth and then is told to go away because she's sleeping because it's nighttime. Oh, this was the one line that I underlined because I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good. Is Victor is talking about his mom, and we lost our music.
Oh, did it restart?
The jams
It restarted.
I'm restarting it now, and I'm also turning on loop because I'm a smart boy who does what smart boys do. Just like me for real. Oh, baby.
Oh my God.
Oh, Chips, no. All right. So he's talking about his mom, and I was close to my mother, and I have not allowed myself to be close to anyone since. I do not believe I would survive the pain. In truth, I do not think I survived her loss.
Ooh. So there is a little bit of self-awareness, huh?
Yeah. And he says, I'm still here, I live and I breathe, but I did not survive the loss of my mother.
Oh wait, is that a quote, a paraphrase of American Psycho? It feels like it's a paraphrase.
I've never seen American Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the idea of, I mean, obviously I've talked, there's been discussion on the channel about Victor's mother being his excuse for making monsters, and I usually prefer it if it's a little bit half and half, but I do like the idea of Victor, like, kind of viewing himself as dead, and that kind of being part of why he's so obsessed with bringing things to life. So that was the one good note that I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I didn't even catch that. I didn't even catch that the first time around.
That's fine. I highlighted it.
Not in that context. That's awesome.
I highlighted it because I was like, oh, that's pretty good, actually. Quite Oedipal, a little bit.
Maybe?
Maybe.
It's more like, I died, now I'm going to bring something else back to life because I am dead inside.
Well, it does kind of imply that he's in love with his mother.
I didn't even think of that.
Well, that's what Oedipus is, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You kill your dad and you sleep with your mom.
Yeah. And then you rip out your eyes.
And then you rip out your eyes. I killed them all. Oh, another thing I highlighted was I do not believe Victor is capable of love, which is her having a discussion, Elizabeth having a discussion with Alphonse. I think. Is it Alphonse? Or is it someone else? I don't remember. But she's like, I don't think that man knows how to love. And it's like...
Oh yeah, it is Alphonse, because is he a cat? So he lives in this castle, yes. And what are you telling me?
Oh no, she's talking to the monster.
Oh!
She's talking to the monster, that's what's up.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I do not believe Victor is capable of love. Yeah. Victor is a very complex, complicated character. He's a little shithead who needs to be thrown into a washing machine, put on high spin. But also, he is like a complicated, interesting character, and I really love him. And so I do like when we get to have moments of being like, he wanted something, or he's so messed up, like he can't see the forest for the trees, and he is barreling down the one path that he has, and in doing so, is fucking himself over in 7 different ways that he's not aware of yet. And this is like one of them, is like, he wants to love, but I don't think he understands what that means, and that I love. Yeah. Victor doesn't understand love because he just doesn't. This book unfortunately makes it like, oh,
he also wants to fuck himself.
also, yeah.
Well, no, because, like, he's making the perfect person and then bringing them to life in place of himself. I'm reading way too much into T.K. Harding. They're not that important.
Yeah, honestly,
no.
listen, you would, if you wrote an essay on that, full marks. For literary criticism, I would give you full marks for that. Cool. Elizabeth is getting a little bit horny at Da Monster. Oh yeah, he don't have any clothes. And she's like, he's getting a bath, and she's like, I'll get you some clothes, I'm sorry I haven't done that yet. And he's like, why, are you saying you're tired of seeing me naked? And she goes, not at all. The words were out before I knew it, and Lucian was laughing again. That's good, because since I cannot fit in the tub, I might need help. You're tall and you're beautiful, and I shouldn't be attracted to you, but I am.
I'm sorry, I missed this.
Okay. So she says, you are the first naked man I've ever seen that wasn't in a painting or a drawing, I blurted out. And then because I immediately go, you just saw Victor naked.
Uh-huh.
You saw your betrothed naked and covered in...
But he's not a man.
Well, and then well, yes, I saw Victor naked as he performed the ritual, but Lucian was the very first. He was also the one I could not get out of my thoughts. Okay, so she's talking about the body. She saw the corpse.
Wait, but that doesn't make sense, because she was looking through Lucian's predecessor's eyes the whole time.
Well, no, this was when when Victor was, like, about to bring the creature to life, and she was outside the window watching it happen.
Oh, gotcha.
And she saw some bodies.
I forgot about that.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah, your boy Chips Ahoy.
Your boy Chips Ahoy.
I missed talking about the modern Prometheus, the way my loins are burning.
Damn.
My God.
Jesus. God damn
Bringing fire down.
Bless you, Chips.
From the gods, huh?
Bless you, Chips. Cool. Lucian has some shit to say.
We only have one wretch and one quim, and 5 BDSM crimes.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
8 counts of Victor. People are commodities, apparently.
But I still do not have any clothes. Oh, here we go. Alright, so, now Elizabeth gets to have a sex scene. Victor isn't a man, the monster. That's a man. That's the book, Chips. That's the book. That's the fucking book. That's the fucking book. Alright, so Elizabeth gets her sex scene. She
Amazing.
and the monster, I think it's maybe been a day? I think that's the timeline we're working with here. But you see, she's got like a soul connection to him, so she's down bad.
It's not even been a day. She's known him all of his life.
That was my soul leaving my body. Alright, cool. They kissed. And moved to the back of my head.
Do you need more wine?
Always.
No, you don't need any more. You have barely even had a sip. There we go.
Cheers. Alright. Cool. I knew what went on between men and women, but that should not suggest I was accustomed to the feelings of desire. I wanted him so fiercely that my quim ached. Tally for quim!
Quim. They get the thick tallies, too.
Quim ached? No! Oh my god, okay. I knew that I was already soaking wet again. As he pulled me closer, I moaned into his mouth. Oh, and as he pulled me closer, I moaned into his mouth. I was about to be like, that sentence.
They aren't even kissing yet. She's just moaning right into his mouth.
Oh no, they are kissing.
Oh, okay.
What I received was a kiss that moved me to my core.
Oh, I missed that.
My lips parted. I didn't read it because I was like, they're just kissing. I wanted to get to the horny shit. That is just an awful sentence. Yeah, it is. Do you understand? Do you understand my hell? Alright, cool. Alright, I wanted him so fierce. I knew I was already soaking wet again. As he pulled me closer, I moaned into his mouth. I am certain, he said breathlessly, this was no mere kiss. I knew this moment was a turning point in my life, and there was no going back. I pulled back enough to look into his eyes, to touch his face. Then I kissed him once more to be certain this was not a dream. We cannot do this, I said. Even as I spoke, I climbed onto the bed with him. Can we? Can we do this? I murmured against his lips. Have we not earned the privilege? He asked.
Okay, I'm gonna answer ya boy, Chips Ahoy.
Oh, I might be a
The
virgin.
Quim.
Oh, Chips, were
The
you not
Quim.
here for our
No,
explanation
we've
of the
had
Quim?
3 new visitors.
Hello,
Viewers join us.
new friends. Would you like to learn about the Quim? It's a vagina.
There you go.
It's a fancy ye old, not ye oldie.
It's not even that oldie.
It's not that oldie.
By the way,
it's an old term for vagina.
slang.
It's a slang. Yeah, it's a slang term for vagina, and it's terrible, and I hate it. We've currently got a quim tally going for the number of times that we hear the word quim. Ah!
Me just smashing the microphone off its balance.
Yeah,
There we go.
so I don't know if you can. Yeah.
There
To update here, it's not.
There, it's not even visible.
It's
There
not
we go.
worth it.
It's not worth it.
To
It's not working.
update our friends, we've got a wretch tally, we've got a quim tally,
1,
we've got
2,
a BDSM crimes
5.
tally, and we have a Victor views people as commodity
8.
tally. So now you know. And I believe there was some discussion of queef and quim having sort of a similar root word. I don't know the etymology off the top of my head. I meant to look it up, but I didn't want to. So
Hey, someone out there, one of our viewers, perhaps.
one of our
might
viewers,
learn.
perhaps, if you want to ruin your Google search history by looking up the etymology of quim, be my guest. Ahem. Yes, I moaned as I pressed my body against him. Lucian, I've never been with a man before. His touch was gentle as he opened the front of my nightgown. I cannot speak for what this body may have done, but my only intimate memories will be of you. He undressed me slowly, and I trembled beneath his hands. Are you afraid? He asked softly. Yes. Then perhaps you should take me. To which I went, pegging. Unfortunately.
But there's
don't-
unfortunately no.
I don't
pegging, as far as I
understand.
remember.
Yeah, no, there is not.
No.
He rested back against the pillows and stretched his arms wide in invitation. Do with me what you will, he clarified. I moved closer and placed my hands over the scars on his chest. I have no doubt that I want to be with you, but are you certain? I asked. He put his hand over mine, but did not attempt to move it. Last night I crawled out of a bed, and tonight sorry. Let me try that again. Clean take, marker. Last night I crawled out of a grave, and tonight an angel is in my bed. I would say my circumstances have drastically improved. I laughed softly, and it relieved some of my tension. You know that is not what I meant. He became very serious then as he looked at me again. These eyes were not mine own before last night, yet I used them to see your beauty. This body, these hands, they are all I have to do. They are all I have with which to touch you. In truth, I feel I will die if I do not touch you or look upon your face, so I will do all I can to accept them as gifts. He pressed my hand more firmly against his chest. This heart beneath your hand, it beats only for you. Whatever, whomever I am, I belong to you. Of that much I am certain. My hand shook as I moved the cover back, revealing all of him at last. I straddled his waist and hugged him tightly. Your heart is beating so fast, he whispered. I have never been so afraid. Lucian pulled back enough to look at me. His expression, the kindness in his eyes, was nearly enough to make me cry.
Wait, isn't he, like, laying on the bed? So how does he not see her? He's laying back on the bed while she's on top of him.
Yes.
How does he pull back when he's on the bed?
Well, because they're, like, leaning in close to each
Oh,
other,
okay.
and he, like,
I
leans
totally
back
didn't.
to, like, look.
Yeah,
It's like,
I didn't catch where they
Hello.
did that. Gotcha.
I'm gonna get you a click counter? No. Anyways. If you are not ready for this, I can wait. I have only been alive since yesterday, he said, smiling. To which my note in the margin says, and yet! His playful smile made me laugh again, and once more relaxed me just a bit. If I have learned anything, it is that life can be brief and cruel. When something this good is given to you, you should not hesitate to accept it. You consider me something good? You are the best thing. The only thing that has ever truly been mine. I kissed him again, yet I could yet I knew he could feel the hesitation in my touch.
So, he's like expressing angst at this point, but he's been alive for 1 day and hasn't had the time to really learn angst, unless he's just like remembering shit from his past life.
This man crawled out of a grave and said, "Pussy now, please." I'm sorry, Quim now, please. Anyways, I do not want you to be afraid of me, he said softly. Is it my size? I swear I would never hurt you. Are you referring to your body or just your cock? I said boldly, because I dare say both are quite intimidating. He laughed again. Do you want to tie me to the bed? Perhaps if I am helpless, you will feel more at ease. I could feel the wicked smile spreading across my face. I do not want you helpless, I said. I was surprised by the sound of my own voice. It was deep and husky with desire. Do you swear to give yourself to me in whatever way I choose, giving me complete control? Lucian put his hands behind his head. I swear, I am yours. I took a deep breath. Hold still, I said provocatively. I hate this book so much.
Hold still. I can't even
still.
imagine
Like, what even is that?
the voice.
The monster is a bottom. Well, technically he is still giving, not receiving. He's just being tied down.
Yeah. He's just a sub.
He's a sub. I wanted to remember this night forever, to know every part of him as well as I knew myself. I began at his face. I kissed his eyelids, his mouth, and even the scar at his hairline, though it was barely visible now. It's been a day. I guess that's that magic, though, huh?
It's the magic.
It's the magic.
It's the magic.
It's
Necromancy
that magic,
does crazy
though,
stuff.
Baby.
And apparently it heals
Twig
you.
scientist made a switch, damn right. Oh my god.
Oh gosh, that's great.
I moved down his throat, pausing at the pulse I felt there, and he moaned. I want to know you, I explained, all of you. I want there to be no part of you I have not explored. If I am going to give myself, then I want to leave nothing undone. I thought I was the one giving, he teased. Shut the fuck up. I put my hand against his chest for balance as I moved back slightly. Then I want to take it all and leave nothing behind. His moan was closer to a growl as I flicked my tongue across his nipple.
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 Wait, you said that.
Flicked my tongue across his nipple. If this was the reason I was brought back to life, I can accept that. I smiled as I... Oh, okay. I can do it. I smiled as I took his mouth again and reached between our bodies to grip his cock. You are so big, I moaned. How will I ever take this? I stroked his hot shaft as I spoke, and with every move he became harder. I am sure we can find a way, he said. I need you inside of me, I whispered against his lips, but I am afraid of the pain.
It was very, very Frankfurter of you.
Very Frankfurter. Yeah, you know what? Thank you, babe.
Yeah.
Thank you. What if you were afraid of nothing? It might not even hurt that much. I have never liked waiting, I said. In the time it takes to wonder, you could know. I placed the tip of his cock at my opening and used it to spread my quim.
Quim counter
Quim count
3.
goes up. Lucian clenched his teeth and his
One
breathing.
big, thick one for the Quim counter.
Oh no. I hate everything that's happening. Clenched his teeth and his breathing grew heavy, but he did not move. I slid down slowly, taking only a small part of him, and yet I felt so full. I paused, giving my body time to stretch. I put my hands on either side of his face and looked into his eyes as I began to move slowly, taking more of him. My voice still had that husky tone as I said,
Husky
"It only hurts a little."
And you gotta be huskier than that. It only hurts a little.
It only hurts a little.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, I like
hold
that.
on, guys. We're gonna learn about quim. Seems like
It's queer.
oh, sorry. It seems like queer comes from the Scottish and the Northern English quiff, a variant of whiff, whereas quim comes from the Scottish queem, which means snug or fitting. They
Of
appear to be
course.
unrelated. Well.
Um,
Queef. That was the word we were talking about. We were talking
course.
about the difference between queef and quim.
So queef
So queef comes from
whiff,
Yeah. Fair enough.
and quim
And
comes
quim
from
means snug.
queen or snug.
Yeah.
Snug.
Snug or fitting.
All right.
All right. Well,
Well then.
now you know.
them more.
And you know what? That's a lesson that you can take into the rest of your life.
I almost did the Zelda. Da, 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 da.
As I took more of him, the ache inside deepened, but the pain was never greater than my desire. When I had taken as much as I could, I reached between our bodies and realized that I still had not taken all of him. You are too big, I said playfully. It will never fit. Lucian saw the blood on my fingertips as I pulled my hand away. Are you alright? He asked. Yes. I put my hand against his chest, pressing him back. What? Okay. Is that supposed to be the hymen?
Yep. That was it. That's the whole. That's it.
Hey, TK Harden, that's not how that works. That's not how that. If she's as horny as you say she is, the hymen should not be a problem here. Okay. Now I'm just picturing that in like a quote format of. If she's as horny as you say it is, the hymen should not be a problem here. Samariel Haster, 2023. Quim also has Welsh roots, meaning hollow, as well as a dislikable person. Alright, so people have been calling each other cunts for a long time. Truly the most educational smut stream I've ever watched. You're welcome! You voted for this! Alright.
Everybody's happy about it, apparently.
Pressing him in pillows. When I cried out, he asked, "Are you hurt?" "No," I moaned. "It doesn't hurt anymore." I rocked back and forth and felt my eyes roll to the back of my head with pleasure. The sliding wet motion of his body gliding into mine was more than I ever expected. He was so hard, so long, and I could not get enough of him. I moved faster, grinding my quim against him.
Oh my gosh, that's number
count.
4.
And get ready, because I wanted him so bad that my quim hurt.
5.
5.
And all in the same sentence.
Oh, those were 2 sentences.
Oh, that's 2 sentences? Okay, sorry,
I moved
same
faster,
paragraph.
grinding my quim against him. I wanted him so badly that my quim hurt.
But you have him. Sorry, the writing here, TK Harden.
TK Harden.
The writing's bad.
Hey, TK?
You have him inside of you. You don't need to, like, want him more because it's already inside. Never mind.
Alright. Easy, he said, sounding out of breath. I don't want it easy, I said. I want release from this torture. I need it so badly. Can I touch you now? He asked. Until that moment,
Can I touch you now?
I had not realized his hands were still firmly clasped behind his head. Yes, Lucian was definitely true to his word. Sweat glistened against his skin and his jaw was clenched tight. Yet he let me do as I pleased with him. Seeing him this way, it set me off even more. Put your hands on me, I said. Give me what I crave. Lucian sat up with me, still straddling him, and wrapped his arms around me. This position spread my thighs wide, and when he moved a hand against my arse, I screamed.
It's hard to write a book with only one hand, you know.
Is it Frankenstein canon accurate that the smut author has a loose understanding of the human biology? Oh, God. Alright, cool. I had never felt such pleasure. He pressed me against him, thrusting his cock deeper inside me. I clung to him, and when he kissed me again, I came so hard that I screamed again. How many times are you going to use the word again in one paragraph? We're not doing another tally.
No. We're just counting now. We have 4 tallies. That's enough. We don't need more tallies.
I had read of climax in poetry and other books, but words did not do the feeling justice.
Wait, so she's never masturbated in her life either?
Yes.
Okay then.
Yeah. 1800s, baby. Relief washed over me in waves. I felt my quim tighten around him as ecstasy coursed through my limbs.
Quim has outstripped BDSM crimes.
Great. Great.
Catching up on Victor.
Well, that's because we're in the not BDSM crime sex scenes. We'll get back to them, don't worry, but... Yes, I cried, don't stop. Lucian lifted me against him and moved to his knees before laying me on my back. He thrust into me slow and deep, and I thought I might die. I had never felt so much at once. More, I breathed against his lips.
thunder crashed outside the window, and his eyes lit up as he thrust into me again. The
We
slow...
have a thunder scene.
Yeah, we do. The slow, easy motion of his hips was driving me wild. I ran my hands over his body as he kissed my throat. I reveled in the feel of his hard flesh, all covered in sweat. The very thought of his body, naked and writhing against mine, set me over the edge again. When I cried out this time, Lucian did as well. I could not wait any longer, he whispered in my ear. He held me close as he rolled to his back, putting me on top of him once again. Oh wait, was that it? Oh, okay. So it's when they cried out together that they came.
Oh, okay. No, and that's the same time that the thunder claps. So,
No, it's not.
It's after?
It's the single sentence. When I cried out this time, Lucian did as well.
Oh. Thunder crashed aside as...
Thunder crashed outside the window, and his eyes lit up as he thrust into me again. And then they kiss more.
Oh, and then they kiss again.
Going,
Okay,
and
yeah,
they
no.
keep going. And then when I cried out this time, Lucian did it as well.
He gets struck by
That
lightning.
is our single sentence to say we have both come now. The sex can end now.
He gets struck
Get
by
ready
lightning.
for round 2. Yeah.
To get ready for round 2.
Damn right.
CastleThunder.mp3.
CastleThunder.mp3. Yes. Oh my god. He whispered in my ear. He held me close as he rolled to his back, putting me on top of him once again. We lay this way for several minutes, both breathing hard. I never knew it could be like that. He ran his hands up and down my back. Is that a complaint? It was amazing, I said, moving to kiss him. At this pace, you will kill me, he teased. I thought you said I could do with you as I wished. As long as you do not wish anything for another few minutes, he said, laughing again. And then she's bleeding, cause hymen, I guess, question marks. I was not sure how to say there is blood all over your cock, so I gestured for him instead. Cool. So that's that.
Oh, he said, kind of embarrassed. And then she apologizes for some reason, I guess.
Well, because she's bleeding. She's got blood coming down her legs, because hymen, I guess. I've come in... Oh, hello, radical wicked witch. What is up? Has there been a sex joke in the variant of It's Alive yet, or has the author not been that creative? Honestly, not.
No.
Not that creative.
The only thunder scene, the only It's Alive
We just had
moment,
the one sexy thunder scene.
Yeah. Look, they weren't even creative enough to have them come at the same time that the thunder happened, implying that they weren't really alive until they had sex, which would have been kind of fucking hilarious, to be honest. I was waiting for it. I was expecting it. I wanted it. But when I saw that they didn't even do it right, I was like,
Yeah.
which actually it took me until you reread it for me to realize that it wasn't one moment.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yup. So.
I was excited to talk about that, and it didn't happen
it didn't
the way
happen.
that I remembered it.
Because, no.
Because they're not creative enough.
Okay, so now we're in the chapter that I was like, we're going to talk about it when we get there, because y'all asked about Henry in this book. So we've had Henry in the first sex scene.
Where he has stripes and scars all over his back.
Yeah.
And then Victor gets all angry that he hasn't been able to bring his creature back to life. And whips him to a bloody mess again. And then does some aftercare.
Vague aftercare.
Vague aftercare.
Yeah.
I cleaned him up. That's it. And
Yeah,
then walked away.
Radical Wicked Witch, we have a BDSM sins tally going. We've got a couple of tallies going. Yeah,
I don't know
feel
if
free
you
to...
can actually see them.
You probably can't.
There you go.
She riggered his mortis. Damn right she did. So we've got... You know what? We haven't actually had that much retch. I was a little surprised. There might be more in the sections that we're not reading, but...
Yeah, probably.
But we're up to 6 quims, 5 BDSM crimes, and 8 Victor views people as commodities. Which we might get some more of. But, so here's the scene that I was talking about with Henry. Because Henry rocks up to Victor on this same night, the day after William got murdered for being a rapist.
Yeah. Well deserved in this book.
Well deserved in this book, truly.
Oh yeah, well here, clarify. Point of clarity for our new viewers out there.
Oh sure.
William is
in
23
this,
or something
yeah,
like that.
he's an adult. He's an adult man in this book.
He's not 6.
And he's a terrible, terrible person who tries to assault Elizabeth, and the monster kills William to save Elizabeth. Elizabeth does tell everybody that she did it, though, and they're all like, God damn, Elizabeth, we didn't know you had it in you.
Well done. Clap on the back. Well done.
Anyway, so it's the next day. Victor views people as commodities as lore canon. Correct.
Think about that line in Ghost of Frankenstein where Igor says, your mother was the lightning. And how that thunder scene is basically his mom outside the window while he's having sex.
They're gonna do it! Perfection.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Amazing.
Alright, cool. So it's the day after William is dead. Elizabeth is getting her shit rocked by the monster. Henry and Victor decide to go out on a walk. Henry's naked for some reason.
They're having a date in the woods.
They're having a date in the woods, except they've both taken mushrooms.
Wait, what?
They've both taken mushrooms.
That was part of the scene. I didn't even read that.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me go. Oh, that's the...
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, because Henry rocks up and is like, what's up, babe? I bought some mushrooms off of some stable hands. Do you want to do it with me? And Victor's like, no, that sounds stupid. And Henry's like, too bad, you're gonna do it. You're spending all your time inside. You should come out into the woods and do drugs with me. Hey. So they take mushrooms and they go out walking in the woods. Henry's naked for a reason. I don't remember why.
Come out in the woods and feel nature with me.
Yeah, and they're talking about love. Because Victor asks, how many mushrooms did you eat? And Henry says, enough to sit here naked talking to you about love. And then Henry began to say something else, but I heard not a word. For at that moment, I saw something that nearly stopped my heart. So they're in the woods, kind of on the backside, where they can see the unused portion of the house that the monster is being hidden in which Elizabeth is currently getting her shit rocked. Except not, because Elizabeth stepped out onto the balcony, out onto the nearest balcony, and she was completely naked. Henry and I were a good distance away, but not so far that I could not see her clearly. She was even more magnificent than I imagined. I had the briefest glimpse of her flesh after her encounter with William, but I was not in a state to notice her beauty. Her long golden hair clung to her throat and shoulders as she tilted her face upward, letting the rain wash over her. Her breasts were high, full, and larger than they appeared beneath her clothing.
Very far away, her breasts are high.
But her tits were amazing.
Yeah. High.
In an instant, I had an image that I would never forget.
High as you, Victor?
High as you, Victor. The slim curve of her waist, the narrowness of her hips right down to her toes. She was divine.
Is this where he decides to make another monster?
No.
Oh, darn.
Here's what happens next. It was what happened next that proved I was hallucinating. The man I buried the night before walked out behind her. He looked as perfect as I imagined he would if he were as alive again. His body was clean, free from the dirt of the grave and the blood I had painted him with. Henry continued to talk, and I pretended to listen, but my eyes never left the balcony. He wrapped his arms around her, and she leaned back against him. He cupped her breast with one big hand, and I wondered what the hell was wrong with me. After all, this was my delusion. I decided to sit beneath the tree with Henry and watch whatever my mind wanted to show me. His hand continued to trail down her body, and though I knew this was not real, I envied him. He touched her quim, and her expression was that of complete rapture. Quim tally, quim tally.
Quim tally up 1
We
to
are
7.
up to 7 quims.
7 quim counts.
7 quims are trembling.
Are you blushing? Come on. Oh my god, they're blushing.
No, listen, I said it, and then after I said it, I was like, fuck, that is really funny. Oh, God, I'm so good at this. You guys are so welcome.
You should write a porno.
No, that's not what I meant.
Write a
That's not what I
porno.
meant. I was gonna say, we should do a show together. It's so crazy. But he touched her quim, and her expression was that of complete rapture. They were all over each other, hands grasping, bodies entwined.
Jail for all of you.
Yeah, correct. Oh boy. They were all over each other, hands grasping, bodies entwined. Their kiss was desire itself, and I felt my cock grow hard as I watched them.
Okay.
He lifted her small body against him, and she wrapped her legs around his waist. His cock was huge! like, exclamation point. Like, that is the way it is written. His cock was huge. I gasped when he set her on the railing and thrust it into her. I could not hear her cries above the storm and considered moving closer. Then I remembered this was not real, and if I looked away, they might disappear. Watching her take that massive cock over and over again was nearly too much for me. Why couldn't I have seen a unicorn? I would never get this out of my mind. Which is a reference to the conversation that Henry had earlier, but we're
gotcha.
Why couldn't I have seen a unicorn? I would never get this out of my mind. The sheer length of time they fucked was enough to convince me this was a delusion. Victor is bad at sex. And yet, a strange feeling began to rise within me. Real or not, that creature had no right to put his murderous hands on her. And who... I'm sorry, his hands are murderous. That's so crazy, because who paid for the man to do murders?
Oh, but you see,
That's
he
so
paid
crazy.
for
His
that.
hands...
Only peasants can actually be guilty of murder.
He had the murderous hands, but, like, who paid him to do the murders? I'm just saying. Yeah. Victor views people as commodity.
Victor views people as a commodity. Sin count?
I think so.
Yeah, let's add that. So that's 9.
Yeah, cool. All right. Perhaps neither did I, but I was more worthy than a dead man. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she kept the babe, Henry said. What?
Where did that come from?
Were you even listening? I just told you about the only woman I ever cared about, Henry said. You had a tryst with your sister's maid. I was guessing, but stated this as if I was certain. By the look on his face, I guessed correctly. So you were listening? Of course. I looked back to the balcony, and they were gone. Now here's the thing. We know that sex scene was real, because they are up there fucking. But Victor thinks it's not real because he took drugs. It's crazy.
Right. Oh.
I was more worthy than dead man. Are you sure though? Yeah, right. Honestly.
But he did the murder and is not of the peerage, thus murder hands. No, I was more worthy than a dead man.
This crazy guy's got murderous hands.
Are you really though? Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh wow, I wonder
Thank you,
why.
SK.
Oh, I thought it was a Blade Runner reference. Yeah, sorry, bud. All right. Do they have morning sex? I should have gone further. You were in the library naked. And then she...
Did I make a Blade Runner reference by mistake? I don't think I did. I might have.
I have no idea.
I do those types of things.
It's been a very long time since I watched Blade Runner. Cool. This is the part where they start gaslighting their entire staff.
I don't know. My memory's gone, like
You're fine.
tears in the rain, so...
Fuck off. It can't rain all the time. There's a movie I have seen. Oh, here we go. Alright, we're back to the Victor's kinky sex. Because our favorite character, Sherry's back. This one is not super long, and I'll kind of sift through it, but there's enough here that it's worth it.
Maybe there are enough quims.
How many quims?
How many
Oh, is there even a sex scene here? Oh, there is. Wait, kind of?
You should go to her, offer her some comfort.
Well, he's talking about Elizabeth.
That's not a sex scene between Elizabeth and some other person.
I don't think we actually get a sex scene here, because I know this is the bit where Victor starts interrogating her about, yeah, this is the anti-abortion bit, where, Victor, so here's the thing. Because Victor is a man and can't do magic, he needs the blood of a witch. And so he is going to kill a witch, get her blood, and use it to make his next monster. And he's figuring out who's a witch by asking Sherry, our favorite prostitute, our favorite Italian prostitute, hey, do you know of a woman who helps girls like yourself get rid of babies? Does she use herbs and all that jazz? And Sherry goes on this, like, mini tirade being like, I think it's a monstrous thing to murder an innocent. And I'm like, babe, you're a prostitute. You don't want a baby. What are you talking about? Alright.
Just check if she floats in the water.
Honestly.
Just throw every maid in the house into the water. Find out what happens. Except, yeah.
We get more details on her secret noble backstory. Oh, here's a moment where I got mad at the formatting of this book, because the page ends here, right? And you think, oh, end of chapter. Except it's not. There's 2 more pages.
Why does it?
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
Who put this together? Oh, is this a letter or something?
I think it might genuinely be a mistake, because the last line here is, I admire her spirit, it will be such a pleasure to break. Which is a good ending line for this chapter, but then it keeps going. And then Sherry gets to go up on the cross. Or sideways X. I'm still mad about that. And an X on its side is still an X. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyways.
It wasn't even a sex scene. She just goes up on the cross. I mean, there wasn't actually a sex scene there.
Yeah, that's mostly, sorry guys.
The whole book is a mistake, bro.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so we just had the funeral for William. This is where Lucian meets the family. Lucian is the monster, by the way, for those of us who are joining us. Lucian is the monster because Lucian is the closest name to Lucifer.
You gotta have that Paradise Lost reference. That's it. That's the only
I
thing.
compel the maker to make me from clay. Okay.
The real question is, why does the creature compare himself to Lucifer when he hasn't had any life experience
his
at
life
all?
Is sick. Day 2 of existence, mad pussy. Like, what?
How bad is it?
You're not
It's been
suffering.
so bad.
Like, you're not.
Such suffering. Life you've had.
Your life is great. Shut the fuck up. Well, and then we're now in the gaslight the family portion where we're like, hi, I'm your cousin. I'm your cousin. And I'm totally real.
Hello, Alphonse. I'm your brother's son.
I'm your nephew. And your brother's dead, so that you can stop worrying about that. Here's some totally real No, sideways X is the multiplication symbol, lol.
Clearly, it's a reference to sex.
Jesus.
The sideways X is a reference to sex. Risenstein.
Anyways.
Risenstein.
Hey, yo.
He has daddy issues, that's why. But he hasn't had a chance to get daddy issues.
He doesn't give a shit about his dad.
He was he was born and raised of
his daddy
Elizabeth,
he doesn't,
basically.
It's not even like daddy issues, because it's more like... Because he immediately becomes smitten with Elizabeth, and so he knows Victor as, the guy who made me, but also the man who's not treating you right. And so, like,
right.
His view of Victor isn't like, oh, my wretched creator, I will kill you. It's like, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Here we go. Anyways.
He was born with daddy issues. He doesn't realize it. Shh. Yeah, no, look. You want a real bad boy? He has to be born that way.
Jesus Christ.
You don't just get bad boy syndrome from having life experiences.
So Victor tried...
something Oedipus complex? Yeah, really, though.
What the fuck?
Multiple times in this book.
So Victor murders an apothecary and then realizes she's not a witch.
Just random, herbalist.
And so he kills her, and then he kicks her corpse after an hour when the magic doesn't take, saying, "You bitch, so you're not a witch. What the fuck do I do with you now?" Victor views people as commodities. Please put a tally. We do get the very fun line here, "Must it rain every time I try to hide a body?" Actually, I didn't.
It can't rain all the time. Yeah.
It can't rain all the time. No, I need the pen. Because I want to highlight that line. Fire it up. Fire it up.
When does he fall asleep in a boat?
Honestly, he hasn't done that, and I'm kind of mad about it.
Oh man, I hate it when the random person I killed is over. God save.
Lucian was not in his chambers. Where is he?
Did you hear what he said?
What's that fucker's name
First
from
time you saw me, I
Hunchback?
wasn't naked.
Frollo.
YOLO?
Oh man, I hate it when the person I randomly killed wasn't a witch. Wouldn't be a problem if you're Frollo.
Oh, there's a spell on Alphonse Frankenstein.
The what?
His wife put a spell on him that keeps them bound together, and it's making it impossible for him to move on from her death, if I remember that correctly.
He hasn't had a chance to read Paradise Lost. Thank you very much.
He was too busy getting that bomb pussy. Do you like the trousers?
There isn't enough gin in the world to say. Did you go through your gin already, Clay?
Damn.
Clay,
Damn.
I understand.
Yeah,
How many shots have you
Frankenstein.
taken, though?
Not
Have you
terrible.
taken a shot for every one of our marks yet?
Listen.
There are marks aplenty. Shots for all. Shots for all.
Blood
What the
magic,
fuck was that?
blood magic, blood magic, blood magic. I see a child in your future. The child will not be of your womb, however, she will be of magical blood, and she will belong to you as if she were your own.
Because again, there's this weird, like, anti-abortion storyline, or not even a storyline, but like just theme throughout this book, and it's like, what the fuck is?
Stop. Get out of here. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I looked up and I saw "I love your body," I said as I knelt between his legs. Okay, cool.
It's silver.
Oh no, that is where it gets started.
It just starts
actually,
there.
he's reading a book by the fire.
And she says, "I love your body," I said as I knelt between his legs. An unusual thing to say to me, don't you think?
As he spoke, a smile curled in his sensuous mouth, and he pulled loose the sash on his robe.
But like, he keeps having these like one-line zingers that suck shit. But it's always like, don't you think I should be saying that to you? And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Don't you think the only way somebody could be sexy is if they're having banter?
Victor not believing in bodily autonomy? Shocking turn of events. Correct. Right. Oh my god. Get some Eliza pussy.
Oh shit. Alright, cool. Anyways, not at all. You said yourself, whoever these men once were, they are not you. She just did a spell to fix...
Oh, no. Victor did believe in bodily autonomy. Well, no, didn't. Just was wondering about the abortions. Like, you have abortions. You're a whore. You have abortions, right?
Yeah, you have abortions. She's like, I think that's a terrible thing. I'm sorry. I think that's a terrible thing to do. Because again, Sherry's Italian. All right, cool.
Oh, must be Catholic.
Must be Catholic. Still, she's a whore. You don't want babies.
Right.
That's bad for business.
God damn it. Alright, anyway.
So she just did a spell to free Alphonse of
The spell he was under, and now she's gonna fucking ride her boy on a chair.
Wait, so this is Elizabeth?
Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
Should be at least.
Yeah. Oh,
what?
yeah. No, that's
Are they-
because
wait.
it's my.
I'll take that as a compliment. I continued to kiss along his inner thigh, moving ever higher. I will take that as a compliment. You should! For in the midst of death and tragedy, I can only think of life with you. He sat up and pulled me against him. Perhaps it is because I am not accustomed to this level of intimacy, and I am allowing my emotions to get the better of me, I said. He kissed me deeply, and my body felt as if it came alive. Hey!
All right. Can I read it from now?
Go
I just
right
want.
ahead.
I want a chance of this.
Yeah, Kel, I'll do the smut tally.
Thank you. Do not explain away your desire for me, he said. I prefer to think of it as fate. I was not alive until you wished it so. All
That's
right, buddy.
technically true.
It's true. I was not alive until you touched me. Lucy, I don't know if you heard that.
Which I mean, I'm guessing that's probably as close as we're going to get to a proper "It's Alive" joke there.
I guess.
But that is, yeah.
Yeah, Lucian rolled so that I was the one lying back in the chair and he was on top of me. How did you do that? I asked as he knelt at my feet. Apparently I'm very graceful. He teased. I laughed. Is it instinct?
I hate
It
this.
is. Let us see what other talents I might possess.
Oh! She ain't riding. She getting her pussy ate. Hell yeah.
He made short work of my gown, which was soon lying in a pile on the floor. The next thing I knew, his head was
Hold on. He made short work of my gown.
Yeah, just
What
ripping
does
it
that
to
mean?
pieces.
Okay, that's so expensive.
This is a silk gown. Come on, she's a noble.
I guess.
She can just get another one. Also,
Elizabeth
he's new.
views people as commodities, check.
Oh shit.
No, we
shit.
don't. Yeah, no. A quiff so good it can raise the dead. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Goddamn. Anyways. So, sorry, whenever people, like, rip off each other's clothes in books, I'm always like, that's so expensive.
Look, if you're gonna
You're gonna have to buy a new
you
shirt.
want to do it. No, you buy the cheapest thing you can and then just rip it to pieces.
But it's never that. It's always, like, a silk shirt
you
or...
plan the scene.
You
It's
better.
polyester.
You fucking better plan
It's a
that.
polyester shirt.
All right.
Just speaking from experience there.
Cheers, boo.
The next thing I knew, his head was between my thighs and his lips were on my quim.
Oh, we got a quim! We got a quim!
He pulled my aching flesh into his mouth, licking and sucking until I screamed.
Never describe my genitalia as aching flesh. That is not the picture that phrase paints. It's not horny. It sounds like I have a gunshot wound. Which is why we call it a gash. Hey.
Oh my god.
Anyways. Quim count. We're up to 8 quims.
That is almost as many as commodity.
It's a good number of quims.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
some good quim.
Anyways.
Licking and sucking until I screamed, "Oh my god!" As I told Miss Wesley, "Call me Lucian."
Fuck off!
Why? Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
So there were some nobles that we didn't bother to talk about.
Okay.
And so she was like, "Oh, Herr Frankenstein," and he was like, "Please call me Lucian." Oh,
Please,
I'm sorry.
fill me.
And so that's him.
Please fill me up.
It's him. It's another one of these like smarmy one-liners that I'm just like supposed to find. Aching flesh is how I describe my broken knees. Oh my god. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Call me
He's
Lucian.
got these quippy one-liners.
Call me Lucian, which come out of nowhere. Like, where did that come from? As I told Miss Wesley, call me Lucian.
First off,
oh my god.
Don't talk about another person.
Oh my god, call me Lucian instead.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, did you
I
not
finally
get
got that.
Yeah.
No,
got,
I completely got that.
He's got these
Didn't get
quippy one-liners, but it's like, shut up!
Frank
Stop.
Cunnilingus. Frank Cunnilingus.
Frank Cunnilingus. Cheers, bitch, to Frank Cunnilingus.
Frank Cunnilingus. Speaking of terrible smut, smut author terminology for genitalia, slit has to be one of the worst I have ever had the unfortunate pleasure of reading.
True.
Unfortunate pleasure. Hey, you described it. We didn't. Secret nobles.
Slit.
More secret nobles.
I don't know.
Many secret
I
nobles.
feel like Gash is also pretty bad.
Gash is great. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I love that one.
Fair enough. They're worse than Leon Kennedy's one-liners before. Yeah, it's real, like, your arm comes off, like, but we're fucking. Please stop. That's why you gotta put a gag on him.
In 4?
Resident Evil 4.
Oh.
Yeah, Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil 4 has a number of these, like, quippy little one-liners that he does. And it's like, bestie. Which even better is that he's doing them for no one, because no one is listening to him.
No, he's doing them for the audience, because we have to do it for the audience. But it's so obtuse.
The main one I remember is the little guy is like, "I'm sending my right hand to take care of you." And Leon goes, "Oh, your right hand comes off?" And it's like, baby. Yes,
what are you doing with your left is what I would have answered.
A gag on Leon Kennedy. Yes. You can't bear trap me. This is my own stream. Take that, baby. Anyways.
I would also put a gag on Leon Kennedy.
As you should. But I'm saying, put a gag on this bitch. So it's like what you gotta do with James Bond, right? The only way to get him to stop doing zingy one-liners is to remove his jaw or keep his mouth shut. And at least,
I mean, there is that one guy with the metal jaw, and even then, you can't remove it.
Ha! Fair enough.
Anyways, that one was good. Don't hate it. Yeah, fair enough. All right, continue.
All right.
Call
My
me
laughter was
Lucian.
short-lived as he slid one long finger into my quim.
Into my quim, we got another quim.
Another quim. We did all that banter,
Another
but
quim.
had yet to speak quim.
We had to.
Speak the quim.
We had yet to speak quim. Cal 2023. All right.
It makes it sound like a language. What the fuck? When he flicked his tongue across my aching butt, I came, my back arching off the chair. Wait, she didn't come like a sentence ago?
No.
Okay then.
Now she's coming.
Oh, sweet. You had to say it. Oh, great. Thanks. Cheers.
Because sometimes she'll say it and sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes you get, we both cried out. But sometimes she'll say, like, I came and my bud ached or whatever the fuck. I hate aching. Aching does not, to me, describe... I mean, it could describe, like, romance, but sexually, aching feels like the wrong word. Because it implies to me pain. Which, and I'm not saying pain can't be pleasurable.
Oh, well, no.
But, like, I don't know, it does not... Aching as a word...
Oh, look up prostaglandin and horniness, and you'll find some really weird, interesting stuff about the body and
I just
hormones.
think aching isn't the right
But
word.
aching really just seems like an interesting word
aching
here.
bud.
Saying it so many times, especially when you're talking about your genitals when they're being serviced.
Aching.
No
quim.
thanks.
Yeah, right? It's just bad. Yeah, go ahead.
As he brought his lips back to mine, I could taste my juices on his tongue.
Oh,
Wow.
God. Don't talk about my juices. My juices? Bestie! What are you doing?
He put his hands on the backs of my knees and slid me toward him. I moaned into his mouth as he thrust into me. I wrapped my arms around his neck and Lucian lifted me against him. So, yeah, sure, let's, his, then first name, then him again.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
In case we
hey,
forgot who the other person in this sex scene is. I kind
He
of see
laid me-
aching works in certain contexts, like my body aches for you. See, yeah, I like
Yes.
it. I like it for longing. I don't like it for my
when you are
aching quim.
currently
Like that's
being serviced by
Yeah.
somebody, I bet you it's not aching.
because, like, I don't know. Given that your genitals
Unless
swell
you-
with blood
yeah.
when they're aroused, it is kind of an ache there. Yeah, aren't a ton of great words to describe that sensation. Fair enough. Twinge? I don't know if that's bad. You're in your DMs. I'm using her juices to seal my blunts. No!
What the fuck?
God. We are not the same.
Bruv.
Fuck.
Why? No. This is...
Her juices. Her juices, Cal.
Look.
I could taste my juices.
No.
He's actually not talking about anything that came out of her body. He opened a mini fridge and just cracked into her cranberry juice. That's it.
I did not need wine in my nose. Thank you. That was not the quite right of the type of juices that I wanted in my nose.
Juices. Not
What,
what
we
this
could write a
chat
fucking
lord.
novel.
Yeah, honestly though.
We could get some really good advice on writing novels.
We could write a better novel than T.K. Harden.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
we
tell you
could.
that much for sure.
TK Hardon? I think
TK.
not. I think not.
T.K. Harden. Oh, that's so good. That's Chuck Tingle, baby. That's Chuck Tingle level shit. I love it. What's worse, juices or discharge?
Oh, discharge. Discharge.
Yeah, discharge. Well, that's because discharge is like a medical term. I don't know.
You just say mucus at that point.
I can taste my mucus. Gross. All right, finish the sex scene so I can find the next one for you.
I wrapped my arms around his neck and Lucian lifted me against him. He laid me back on the rug in front of the fire. I do not know how long we were there, but he brought me to the brink of ecstasy over and over again.
Good for her, honestly.
And then it's done. That's
Oh,
the
that's
end
the end
of
of
the
sex
sex
scene.
Later, we
Yay.
laid by the fire. I am going to end my betrothal to Victor. Oh, hey, it's off, bestie. My brother, whose family adopted me, fuck you. Snail Trail is objectively the worst.
Oh.
That's objectively the worst way
Shout
to
out
say
to Chuck
that.
Tingle writing a second queer horror book. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Chuck Tingle in general. That man
Gotta have
is
them
wonderful.
They
Love the Tinglers.
tingle me.
Love everything about him. He's pretty stunning.
Mm-hmm. I'll get my tingle on.
Get your tingle on, babies. Get your tingle on. All right.
Intentionally bad sex scenes.
So what is Victor doing now?
Although they're not that bad.
Oh,
actually.
Victor's looking for another witch. Wait, is Justine dead?
Is Justine dead?
Justine's dead now.
Why?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I think Victor might
She
have
died, rip.
killed her.
that would make sense. Victor killed a lot of people.
He does do that. While the midwife, Christine's blood drained into my basement. Okay, cool. So he kills a woman that he's pretty sure is actually a witch. I was still laughing as I rolled them into a hole and began to shovel dirt on top of
Why
them.
is she, wait? Why is he burying? Okay, so he
So he
killed
kills another-
Justine.
he
kills Christine.
Christine, which is another witch.
Justin and Christine are both dead.
Yes.
And he's just draining their blood.
Well, he's getting Christine's blood because he needs witch blood to do the spell to make the next monster.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. No, that's the.
Well, that's the basis of why he's doing it. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think that he's gonna succeed.
Oh, probably not. I cleaned the cottage, stored away my supplies, checked to make sure the shutter. Oh, and then Elizabeth shows up and she says, "Hey, I want a divorce." You heard me. You act as if I do not exist.
Wait. There was a thing here I wanted to read.
It was my mother's dying wish. I'm not some toy to be played with on the rare occasion that can spare the time.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Because I was not there when you needed me. You mean when you were not at her funeral? I was unwell. Oh, Justine's funeral.
Oh, yeah, Justine's funeral. I had to apologize to Elizabeth. I had failed to return her friend to life, so now I had to find a way to offer my condolences on her loss. So I think he killed Justine so that he could bring her back to life.
Well, actually, now I'm trying to remember. I don't think. Maybe he didn't try to kill. Maybe he didn't kill Justine. Maybe Justine died. Just in general. She might have done something. I don't remember, and I'm not rereading this book to find out.
I'll do it.
Oh, yeah. Go nuts.
But yeah, so Justine died.
I've got too much to do.
Yeah, don't. Justine died, and Victor didn't go to the funeral,
And Elizabeth's mad at him for that. And
Oh, that's right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Well, there's many reasons why she's
Yeah, a lot of reasons that.
she's
I mean,
breaking up with him.
Elizabeth has been.
What about us? What about everything we've been through? What about trust? You know I never wanted to hurt you. What about me? What am I supposed to do? I gotta leave, but I'll miss you.
I haven't heard this.
High School Musical 2?
No, I have never watched My High School Musical 2.
What?
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Some night.
Yeah,
Some night I'll
not
do it.
tonight. Yeah, actually, how are we doing on time? We're doing great on time. We're doing great on time.
We're fine.
There's only
we're
like
going
a couple.
till midnight.
This is how much we have left,
Yep.
and we're only doing sex scenes. So
yeah,
we're
we're going till midnight. We're gonna continue this with some other smut, I'm sure. No, we're not. We're not doing that
we
at all.
were going to, but our sexpert is under the weather, and is too busy getting.
Gotta go my own way.
Thank you. That's the song.
Shame.
I gotta go my own way. What about us? What about everything we've been through? Yeah, it's yeah. Kel,
That's
shame.
fair.
Yeah, shame Kel.
That's
Everybody
fair.
shame Kel in the chat. What was I talking about? I don't even remember anymore.
Our
Smut sexpert,
smut
is
spurt?
too busy getting railed in her own right, and thus couldn't be on the show tonight. She was going to delve the depths of AO3 to bring us some good FrankenSmut. But you know, worst case scenario, you fucking heathens can get a sequel, alright?
Yep. I mean, there will be other after hours.
There will be other after hour streams.
Cal shaming time.
And, yeah. Fucking shame this bitch. And not, for the record, not all of the after hour streams have to be horny. This one is because this is what you monsters voted for.
Yeah, I've got the gumption.
Zero experience, but I've got the yeah. We'll,
The good
we'll
for her
see.
was the rail.
The
The
getting,
rail.
yeah, the
getting
sexpert
railed.
getting railed. Yeah. Listen, Chips, if you find something, feel free to send it our way, and maybe we'll take a look for
We
it.
love smut.
We love smut.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this smut though. Alright.
I read smut since I was 12, so I can't really like complain to anybody about that. This is horrible.
I hate this book. I don't remember what
Back
the hell
in the
is
day,
going
we
on.
had lemons, and we were happy about it.
Ah, lemons. Family
Take
Brothers,
your
Harry
life with your
Clerval, give you his
lemons.
address.
And you eat them anyway.
Oh, Victor's being investigated for murder.
Oh, what?
Love that.
Oh, what?
I forgot this part.
Except he doesn't fuck the investigator? Not worth it.
Not worth it. Have you heard exactly how these men were killed? I don't remember.
I had to feel bad for anybody who is hearing this by accident.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I talked about how there's the big ball scene that happens, and Lucian had some like weird, mythical. He had some like outfit based on a myth, and I remember being annoyed by the use of it. Frankenstein Choose Your Own Adventure, Smut Edition.
Look, we'll have to find out how to do this.
If it exists,
doesn't
we'll
exist,
do it.
we'll if it doesn't exist, maybe there's a project there. Hey, Sam, how many projects should I take on?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wow,
You're
alright.
done. We still gotta do the next episode before the year's over.
This is true.
The next episode, which is gonna be a Monster High movie, which is... I can't say it's the opposite of smut, but it is...
Pretty much.
A little bit.
I don't think there's any way that I would
but
ship
so-
the characters with each other, to be honest, except for, like, the mummy with the other mummy on that case.
Well, first off,
Or-
there is no male mummy on that show. But in the latest iteration of the Monster High animated show, Cleo Denial and Frankie Stein actually, like, kind of have a relationship.
Oh, shit!
And Frankie is canonically non-binary in the show, which is also super cool. So it's such a visually queer thing. Anyways, the mythological bullshit of this ballroom
Let
scene.
Kel cook.
Let Kel cook. Here's the thing. Kel is a very good cook. However, Kel also has way too many irons in the fire right now, and some of them are gonna start melting. So the less irons I can give Kel, the better. Anyways, the mythological bullshit is Lucian likes Loki. Lucian thinks Loki is super cool and relates to Loki, and thus like makes a whole outfit based on Loki, and it's really stupid.
Is that why there's so much Quim statement here in this book?
I didn't even put that together! Oh my god!
Oh no, I'm not gonna read Homestuck, damn it.
Don't read Homestuck.
I'm not reading Homestuck. I read Homestuck when it first came out, the first couple of things, because, hey, programming jokes.
No, but...
Love it. Nope.
Because
not doing it.
here was the other thing. Hot mummy on mummy action. Do you mean the infinite and the divine? I don't know enough about that.
The
Anyways,
Infinite and the Divine.
it's a comic. It's really good.
I've
I've heard good things, or I've heard it's amazing. I've never actually read it myself. All this to say, so actually pointing out Loki, because I feel like a lot of the understanding of Loki is unfortunately horrendously overshadowed by the MCU, because the way they talk about Loki in here, I'm like, are you talking about mythology, or did you read a fanfic you really liked? And the answer was yes, and that fanfic was called Avengers 2012. Anyways. Race aside, Victor returned to the tower. Victor fancied himself a god of lightning after all. Yeah, because the idea is Lucian positions himself as Loki, and then they jokingly refer to Victor as Thor because he's the god of lightning. Ha 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 ha. Except for the fact that I don't think in mythology Loki and Thor are actually, like... First off, they're not brothers. I know that for a fact. But then, like, I don't think they actually have as much, like, headbutting as the MCU makes it seem.
There is a bit of headbutting.
There's a bit, because Loki's a trickster god, but they're not, like, rivals. This is this is stating they're, like, rivals. Like, each one is the antithesis of the other, and I'm like, they don't actually have that much to do with each other. Like, they interact a couple of times. Loki helps Thor get his hammer back and whatnot. Loki caused problems. But, like, Loki is not a rival to Thor. Segan is Loki's wife.
Okay. Who am I thinking of then? It's the one who gets eaten by Jormungandr.
I mean, Thor gets bitten by Jormungandr
Oh,
at
then
the end of
never
the
mind.
world
Never mind.
during Ragnarok.
Yeah, never mind.
Anyways,
Yeah, Loki is his uncle, exactly.
yes. Okay.
Thor just drinking an entire ocean, and then everybody being like, "No, we didn't want you to do that. It was just a joke. Fuck off."
Loki pranks around, but Loki is also Thor's bridesman when Thor wears dragged to the wedding to get his hair
Yep.
back. Yep. They try
Yep.
to. It's hilarious, and half the time Loki caused them. Yeah, stunning.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. So we're in the negotiation stage of the next BDSM thing. There's a ball that's about to happen. Victor doesn't want to go. Sherry showed up and he's gonna fuck her.
Are we still talking about that?
Lucian in this goes.
He's just like me for real. Yeah.
To any vaguely Sigma male lying.
This shit is
leading
absolutely like
what the fuck
Sigma
is
male
Sigma
shit.
male? What does that even fucking mean? I still don't get it.
So Sigma is better than Alpha because it's not like beefy, it's clever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Jormungandr is also Loki's kid, correct?
Yes.
And Fenrir and Hel, children of Loki and Angrboda, correct? Yeah,
Yes.
you got it.
Yes.
Look at you go. Poor Kel, honestly. Ugh.
Yes.
Anyways,
Which I guess is where the Jormungandr being, or Loki being Thor's rival in any manner whatsoever is Jormungandr bit Thor. But like,
Well, Jormungandr-
Loki has like a bunch of kids.
Jormungandr will bite Thor
Yeah,
at the end of the world during
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
yeah.
And
But I
then
mean,
Thor will take
reading,
like 23 steps
the
and
reading
die.
thing,
Oh, sure.
like when you read it.
Anyways,
Do you want to read this?
Oh,
section?
sure. I love sex.
So this is we're in the negotiation stage. We haven't actually gotten to the sex yet,
Oh, hey.
but I feel like that might give us
Oh, actually, though.
actual negotiation, which maybe
Ugh.
it won't take away our BDSM sins,
But it will make.
but it will make us feel better
Yeah.
as people.
And so far, there have been only 5 BDSM sins.
It's true.
So far.
That's a lot fewer BDSM sins than I thought there was going
Same
to be.
here.
So
Sherry's face lit up as she stepped into the room. She knew exactly what I had in mind. The last time she visited me, as she was getting dressed, she asked, "Might we try something a bit different next time?" So actually, that's like, yeah, good negotiation and shit. Do you grow wary of my dungeon? Never, master. I smiled. Tell me what you would like to try. Well, I have been bound and chained to all manner of objects, but never to a bed. Okay.
Okay.
Make it more vanilla? Okay.
yeah, that's
You wish to be tied to a bed and choked. Excuse me? Sherry was an eager student when it came to my unusual desires, but I didn't expect her to be this
Oh.
eager.
what were the BDSM sins? Do we remember? No aftercare.
No aftercare. He didn't.
Oh, he whipped
Henry until he was passed out
and
and
then continued to
continued.
whip. Yeah.
and didn't pay any attention. Threw Sherry on off to the side instead of taking care of her when she fainted.
Yes. 4 and 5. Was that
Whipped
3?
Sherry. Whipped Sherry without. Whipped Sherry until she fainted of fright.
Oh yeah, Sherry fainted of fright.
Yeah.
And then like he didn't do shit to help her.
Yep.
And then I don't remember what the last one was. Or was that all of them?
Whipped Henry till he fainted. Didn't pay attention.
No aftercare.
No aftercare for Sherry. Whipped Sherry until she fainted. I don't remember what the other one was.
I don't know, but I'll watch this back and here's the list now. Whoa.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, whatever they were legitimate because we have legitimate discussions about this. Because I know a little bit, you know a lot about BDSM stuff. Yeah. Anyways,
while we're speaking of MCU Loki, I hate that they set up the whole Aesir Jotnir as separate entreaties.
I think that means entities.
Oh.
When the Norse mythos has a lot of Jotun Aesir relationships.
Yeah.
because the Aesir,
are like Thor's an Aesir, right? He's yeah.
And then there are a bunch of Aesir Jotunheim, like sons and daughters and kids and stuff.
Yeah, because Laufey was the Jotun.
Sleipnir is also Aesir Jotunheim, I believe, right?
No, Sleipnir is
Just
a horse and Loki.
Because Loki fucked a horse.
Loki fucked a horse.
Right, that's right. It's just a horse.
Loki fucked a
A
horse.
horse Jotunheim.
Loki fucked a horse.
Also, technically, Loki's mixed Aesir Jotunheim because Blood Brotherhood.
Fair enough. Honestly, I too would see a hot Jotun gal and say, hello, mommy, sorry, mommy, sorry. Anyways, Sleipnir is the horse. Yep, cool. All right, let's get into it. So we're having some BDSM negotiations.
So yes, sure.
She wants
That
to be
first night when
choked.
you bound me with scarves, do you remember? She was choked when she was bound with scarves. Yes. Right.
Was that one of them?
That was one of them. She didn't agree with that initially.
Ah.
My cock hardened with memory. Yes, you were bound in
my
such a
cock
way that when
hardened.
you moved your arms, the scarf tightened about your neck.
In case the audience forgot, I guess.
Which, yeah.
The amount of exposition
no.
in this book at any and every time.
Because like the failed dead state is a bad idea.
Jeez.
So it was exquisite. My need for air was at times as great as my desire. It heightened both my pleasure and my pain. I want you to tie me to a bed and choke me with your bare hands while you fuck me.
I want you to choke me.
I moved my.
Choke me.
As I moved my.
I want you to
Choke me
while
while
I
I
jerk off. I didn't like musicals. Phenomenal musical.
Phenomenal.
Continue.
Absolutely wonderful.
Alright. So she wants to be tied up and choked. Don't we all?
As I moved my costume from the bed, I recalled her words. She had been so direct and honest, as if we were discussing the weather or any other ordinary thing. You wish to do this on your own bed? She asked, watching me. Does that excite you? She smiled. Yes, it does.
It's not like you sleep there. You sleep in your dungeon. Because that's where you spend all
That's
of your
true.
time.
No, he probably sleeps in the cottage, which holds all of his medical
Honestly,
bullshit.
maybe.
He does, after all, want to fuck himself after reincarnating himself into the perfect body.
Don't we all?
Right, yeah.
Celebrities, they're just like us. Anyways. So,
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yes, so, does that excite you? She smiled. Yes, it does, and walked over to the chair where I had placed my costume. May I? She said, gesturing to the coat. Certainly. This is a work of art, she said, touching the coat lightly. These feathers look exactly like a mane. Oh my god, he has just like a collar with like feathers coming off of it and shit.
So it's a masquerade ball that's happening, and his costume is a lion.
Yes, your golden hair will blend well. So apparently these are bright yellow feathers. Most regal choice, she said, putting the mask back on the chair, but I'm sure you do not pay for my opinion. She said but I'm sure you do not pay for my opinion. She said the last very matter-of-factly, devoid of emotion. Why would you think that?
Because you view people as commodities, Victor.
Right.
And everyone knows.
Yeah. Her smile was strange and said, no one pays a whore to hear her thoughts. On the contrary, I pay for the experience of you. Sometimes I wish you to speak, and sometimes I do not. But I give no less value to your thoughts. Okay, Victor. You were just, like, the first scene, you just named her whatever the fuck you wanted.
Yeah, you called her Liz.
You called her Liz after the
so you
one
could
who
replace
you
her
wanted.
with the woman that you're insane about.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Okay. It surprised me how true my confession was. I had, at the very least, begun to think of Sherry as a friend. Thank you,
That's bad.
she said
That's bad.
softly. It is never easy to come here. Because of my treatment of you? No, because of my past. When I see this castle with its beautiful halls and expensive
I
furnishings...
think about how I'm a secret noble and I lost all of my magical nobility.
Oh, no, I am just like a peasant.
Now I'm poor.
Mhm.
Now I'm poor.
That's just like the plot of RE6, isn't it? Autogynophilia?
Or no, I don't know what we're talking about. What is the plot of Resident Evil 6? I don't know it. I'm sorry.
No, he wanted to fuck himself
Oh,
in male
yes,
form.
the fucking self, reincarnating yourself, and then, yes.
But in male form, yes.
That's right.
So he didn't want to change to... He didn't want to...
Saturation. You will give me an egg. Alright.
It reminded me how much I have lost. As you once said to me, how far have I fallen? Perhaps my words were too harsh. That does not make them any less true. Just how far did you fall? Is that a reference to her being an angel or some shit? Have you heard the
Paradise Lost!
Oh, another Paradise Lost reference, thank. Have you heard of the Countess Abbandonato? Abbandonato.
You heard of the Countess Abbandonato?
Like to abandon. Okay, sure. Yes, you're
I don't think TK
Italian.
Harden is subtle.
Italian. Abbandonato. Now I have to look that up. See if that's
I don't know.
Abbandonato.
Abbandonato. That's right. Sherry's Italian. So every so often we take one of her lines and put it in the worst Italian accent.
Have you heard of the Countess Abbandonato? Yes, I gasped, for I remembered hearing of her execution. She was your mother? She was indeed. Sherry gestured around the room. All that you see here is what I was once accustomed to.
Oh, God, sorry, I'm remembering the plot of this book. We skipped it
Lights
earlier, yeah.
Flash behind the eyes.
Sherry's mom got executed because she was accused of...
Witchcraft?
Witchcraft.
Oh.
Sherry has witch blood.
Oh.
Alright.
I wonder.
I'm sorry, I don't know the plot of Resident Evil
revive?
movies.
Yeah, we didn't. I
not
don't think
movies,
it's not
games.
movies. It's games.
Because I remember the movies.
Wesker's Gone by 6. No, that is the movies. That's the movies. Wesker's in the movies.
No, well, yeah, he's in the movies, but he's also in the games.
Wait, all of them?
A bunch of them.
Oh, damn.
This isn't a Resident Evil stream. Get that nerd shit out of here. This is horny Frankenstein only.
Hey, I played the first Resident Evil game and watched like 8 of them.
I haven't showed off my shirt yet, but it's...
Oh, yes.
It does say... the bottom part is off screen, but it says, let's get Halloween.
There we go.
But I love my, like, chill bro sunglasses Frankenstein, and I thought it was appropriate for the situation tonight.
And I just wanted to wear a shirt that was somewhat spooky, but I can't undo my vest because I buttoned it up like an idiot.
Damn.
So anyways,
back to the horny shit.
Yeah. All that you see here is what I was once accustomed to. I never thought about how that must make you feel. I'm truly sorry. I really was. Another surprise. Why do you come here then, in light of your past?
To get railed, Victor.
Yeah, because when you hurt my body, you take some pain away from my soul.
God.
Okay, but like that is legitimately why some people do the DDSM shit.
No, yeah, listen,
Which is
you're not wrong.
Okay then. We're just gonna cover our problems with the therapy of getting pain. Again, I also think that BDSM is not a cover for therapy. Please see a therapist.
Please see a therapist. Thank you.
Some more wine. I need to sup for her after reading that line.
We can do that.
Thank you.
I got you.
So, I do not know what to say, so I had begun to look for the appropriate scarves. Did you ever find yourself a witch? In all this time, I had forgotten to ask. Apparently, he told him.
Well,
he told her.
He asked her.
Oh yeah,
because
the
you asked her.
apothecary
Yeah, the
shop.
apothecary.
Yeah,
And so she's like, "Did you ever find your witch?" And
Actually, no. The apothecary shop burned down before I could speak to her, and I was never able to locate the midwife.
I killed that woman.
He killed.
I killed that woman.
Both of them. The midwife and the apothecary.
Hey, Victor, remember those murderous hands you were complaining about? Remember those murderous hands?
These hands!
He doesn't deserve that song. He doesn't deserve that song. Fuck you, Victor. Fuck you, Victor. Fuck you, Victor. Fuck you, Victor. All right. Okay. Purge of the devil out of my system. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Read the smut.
I had all but I had forgotten the fire as well. What about the old woman Anima? I have given up on finding the magic for the moment. I don't know, maybe he killed her too. Who knows?
Feel free to...
Well, I'm gonna skip through to
Yeah.
the smut.
I knew her family name. Fuck off, we don't care about your family.
Oh, here we go.
Get to the
shall I
fucking-
undress? By all means. Then I want you and to get on the bed, open your arms and legs wide. Her smile widened, as did Sherry quickly. Oh, as Sherry quickly stepped into a black cloud. Never mind. As did Sherry quickly.
As did
No.
Sherry quickly.
No.
Drag queen.
As she climbed onto the bed and faced me, her
Murderous
countenance...
hands got Quim, though. Ayo! Fair enough, fair enough.
Nice.
Damn, bro, do you even get Quim? Ah!
As she
All right,
climbed onto
continue.
as she climbed onto the bed and faced me, her countenance beamed with delight. Like this, master? Like this, master?
I like this, master.
Oh yes. I tied her hand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Kool-Aid man. Sorry, go on.
Quim Kool-Aid man.
No. Her juices! God, I'm sorry. You said Quim Kool-Aid man, and that was, yep.
That's not the wall I want to burst through, thank you.
Bursting through her Quim like the Kool-Aid man. You asked for this. You all voted for the Frankenstein Smut book, and this is what you get. You get Kool-Aid Man getting Quim full of juices.
Full of juices. Alright, I'm gonna sneeze my juices all out of my nose.
Use your
at
Quim
this point.
juices to make Kool-Aid. Damn it! Shut the fuck up, Chips. God, alright, just read the smut.
Fuck.
If I'm not horny within the next 5 minutes.
I'm too busy laughing. I can't do it. I'm too busy laughing.
Alright,
I couldn't.
you take the counters. There we go.
I can't read. I'm too happy. Wait, did we say Quim yet?
We have not said Quim yet.
Oh, okay.
We tied her hands and spread her limbs. Can you move at all, I asked. Sherry tugged on her bonds. Very little, master. Would it please you if I struggled? I considered her offer. Not this time, I think. Tell me again how you wish to be fucked and strangled. Leave no
No, he's
We've
chosen.
got a typo! Ladies and gentlemen, we got a typo in the chat.
Come on, there's been 3 typos already.
Probably, but we have leave no detain unspoken.
Leave no detain.
That's supposed to be
unspoken.
detail.
I'm gonna love that.
No detain unspoken. Her grin was wicked. Yes, master, I want you to fuck me hard while you choke me, slap my face and tell me what a filthy whore I am, make me cry, make me beg, choke me within an inch of my life. While she spoke, I disrobed. And should you wish to stop, how will I know?
Communication.
And then she says, do not worry, I do not want you to stop.
Cardinal sin. Nope. Bad.
Nope, bad. BDSM sin. As I climbed onto the bed, she trembled. Just the sight of her sprawl.
Oh, hey. A dangerous act such as choking with no sign of how it should end? I wonder how this will end.
As I climbed onto the bed, she trembled. Just the sight of her sprawled out with her cunt exposed and vulnerable made my cock hard. I took my cock in hand and began to stroke
Cock.
it. Cock. Is this what you want? Yes, master.
Safe word? More unlikely than you would think.
Yeah.
God damn.
I leaned over and slapped her face, not hard enough to leave a mark, but enough to sting. Tell me you want it, you filthy trollop.
Oh, we had to clarify. The only person Victor leaves marks on is Henry. Henry is his bitch, and his only mark, his only marker. Whatever.
Marker. Anyways, filthy trollop, I want your cock, master. I slapped her again and she quivered. Beg me for it. Please, master, I need it. I am only whole when I have you inside me. Go to therapy. Go to therapy. I thrust unceremoniously into her and she screamed. That's the 3rd time he has described thrusting unceremoniously.
He just like, bam.
Bitch, I don't
It's
know what
very
you're
small.
expecting.
You're not, dry doesn't matter here. That small.
There's no call to worship here. There's no ceremony. Just,
I love the call to worship.
just fuck her.
No, there's a call to worship for the Quinn.
Call to worship the Quinn. Now thank we all our Quim. Alright. I thrust unceremoniously into her and she screamed, "Yes, master, take me hard." I slapped her face as I fucked her. "Choke me," she begged. Her words excited me as I had not expected. I wrapped my hands around her slender neck, careful not to squeeze too tightly. Apparently the restriction was not good to her satisfaction, for though I fucked her good and rough, she yelled, "More!" I squeezed tighter and slammed into her again.
Oh, I'm going to have to give this another sin.
Another
because
BDSM sin?
Yes, because the top or the dom is showing signs of discomfort and just ignoring them.
Ah.
Oh, that's Quim. Whoops.
We got a Quim? Oh,
No, I accidentally marked Quim
No!
instead of BDSM spins.
Here, just cross out the whole block and redo before. Maybe slapping her was enough to arouse unceremoniously. Yeah, fair enough. I squeezed tighter and slammed into her again. Yes, she gasped. Harder, tighter. I squeezed her throat tight and I fucked her as if my life depended on it. I pounded into her soft flesh with all the frustration I felt, all my anger, all my pain. I pumped it into her tight cunt. When I reached my climax, I screamed as never before. I collapsed beside her, taking several minutes to catch my breath. It was not until the sweat began to dry on my skin that I realized something was wrong. Sherry?
Paying attention to what you're doing.
I shook her lightly. When she did not respond, I panicked. I leapt onto her and slapped her face. "Sherry, this is not amusing!" I checked her pulse and my heart sank. She was dead. No, this cannot be happening. Alright, that's probably enough of this.
Still, I must...
Oh, yes, please do. Do we need to mark it for like 3 for... Yeah.
Just we killed her, and then we're
killed
just
her.
gonna go off to the ball.
Yeah, and then he goes to the ball.
Boom.
Victor Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, people are commodity.
People
Hey,
are
my friend,
commodity.
I am friend with this person. Oh, I find myself more enjoying her company. Oh, I really actually enjoy this person. Oh, I killed her, whatever, I need to go to the ball.
Oops.
Go to fucking therapy, Victor.
Yeah. Victor confronts... So, Victor goes to the ball, he sees Lucian, and he's like, "Wait a minute. I know that guy. I made that guy." And everyone's like, "Damn, Victor, you drunk. Go home." Yoda death sound. So anyways. Alright. Elizabeth and that creature were to blame, but how? How did she do it? Oh, and then he finds an actual witch.
Victor needs a nap in a boat. Yes, probably would make him feel
Honestly,
a lot better.
that would listen.
The equivalent.
That would fix him.
Yep.
That would fix him.
It did so many
Or maybe
things.
it wouldn't fix him, but
in
it
the
would
book
it
for
would
him,
it
right?
would make him weirder, which I
We all know what really needs to happen here, which is mad science with no holds barred.
Oh, okay, so he's bringing Sherry back to life. Roblox new sound, yeah. Tommy Tallarico. Anyway, "You will live again," I said as I smeared the witch's blood onto her forehead. "By the power of this blood, it will be as I say."
Wait, where did he get the witch's blood from herself?
Oh,
From her herself?
no, he killed a witch. He killed a.
He found some other witch.
He did find an actual witch and he killed her.
Well, you
And
can't-
this time it was a real witch. So.
just grab some tampons. God damn it.
Honestly, plug it up. Plug it up. Oh shit! Speaking of which. Oh wait. Yep, I've got a voicemail. Whoops. It's fine. I'll listen to it later.
Plug it up. Oh, I got a voicemail.
Well, Carrie.
Carrie.
That's a quote.
Hey.
That's a quote from Carrie.
I've completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I
you're
watched
fine.
Carrie.
You're fine.
Wait, is that in the shower scene?
Yeah.
Oh my
They
fucking
throw,
god!
'cause she-
I remember that.
Yeah, she gets her
yes.
period and they all throw tampons at her and yell, "Plug it up, plug it up."
Mhm.
Because she doesn't know what a period is. She thinks she's dying.
Glad to see you retain your personality. Sherry's alive now. I don't remember if there's any more sex in the rest of this book. I think it's just...
Does he fuck Sherry again?
No, because I think now we're at
Yes,
the
I'm
point...
going to back to bed with Elizabeth.
Wah.
I
thoroughly enjoyed closing the door in his face. Yeah, that's Lucian being smug at Victor. Because Victor's
He went over to Victor's, threatened him or something, and then just like, what are you going to do now? You threaten me and you leave? Yes. Slams the. I'm going to go back to bed with Elizabeth. Slams the door. Okay. Yeah, it's Sigma male bullshit. Cool. Nice. Whatever.
Oh, okay. So the nobles who are currently staying for the ball, they are the ones who accused Sherry's mother of witchcraft, which is why Sherry is a secret noble now. Also, yeah, Sherry is not. She's not a witch. And she's I want a baby. I want a baby. Give me a baby.
And then she's killed somebody else.
Well,
who's also a witch.
She kills the pregnant woman. She doesn't kill any witches. She kills a pregnant woman. Oh, wait, no, actually, yeah, she does, because the child is of magic blood. Mm-hmm. As the prophecy foretold by the witch who Victor just killed to bring Sherry back to life, by the way. This book is bad. Cool. Victor was capable of it.
Something about milk. The cook scene, the milk of human kindness.
Yeah.
It says lost.
Smoke was thick.
Hey, that's a thick. Is there a quim? Or is there a quim yet?
Is there a quim? Is there a quim? I'm not paying attention unless it's a quim. Okay, so this is the big confrontation scene. Okay, so this is the last chapter. This is when they're like, place the child within me so I can birth it and it shall be mine. And it's like...
Oh, I pushed Elizabeth behind me. Get out of here, I yelled to her and Winifred? Oh, the kid?
Who is Winifred? Winifred is... I want to say she's like a cook or something. She's one of the servants. Yeah, I think she's one of the servants.
Okay.
Something awful's happened.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's not important. There's no sex.
It really isn't important. There's no sex in the scene.
So then we get to the epilogue. This is the epilogue. Like, there's no sex here, but So this is the bit at the end where Elizabeth's baby prophecy comes true, because even though Lucian can't actually give her a baby, through this fucked up situation, Elizabeth... So for those... I think there are some here who were not here when I explained the plot of this book. Sherry kills a pregnant woman and then drags the corpse of the pregnant woman to Victor, being like, take that baby and put it in me so that it'll be my baby. And Victor goes, that's not how this works. And Sherry's like, well, fuck you, make it work. Which leads to a big fight, and things collapse, and
then there's a fire in the tower.
Yeah, there's a fire in the tower. Sherry dies. Victor appears to die.
Setting up a sequel where Victor's still the bad guy.
Well, so Victor, so Elizabeth and Lucian now have a baby. And then the last line of this book is, Alphonse Frankenstein has named Lucian his new heir, since both of his sons are seemingly dead. There's only one thing that keeps me from being truly at peace. Victor's body was never found. The end! And I'm free of this book! There is more if I wanted to talk about it, because I think there's like an excerpt chapter from like her Dracula smut book, but
there's a Dracula smut book?
I'm pretty sure there's a Dracula smut book. We're not gonna do it.
I'll do it on air. It'll be another project.
Do it? No, you're not. I don't want it. So, at the end of that, reading just the sex scenes, does Victor die from getting railed on a ship? If only. Honestly.
No, he falls asleep on a ship and then gets railed by the sailors.
True.
That would be great.
If Victor not found, then who was found? So at the end of that, let's review our counts.
The book is
right
called
then.
Mina. Hell yeah.
The book is called Mina. Oh, okay
So
then.
we
Thank you.
only had one wretch, which is a little surprising.
Considering there are 11 wretches in the original Frankenstein novel, there's only one here, which is disappointing, although thank you for including at least the one.
Is Dracula not already the smut book? Damn, you right. So we had one wretch.
Very gay.
There might be more, we just didn't, because we were only doing sex scenes, but as far as we're aware, there's only one wretch, because it only matters if it happens during a sex scene. We had 9 quims. 9.
We also had 9 BDSM crimes.
Yeah, one for every quim.
Holy crap!
Woo! We love it. Yeah, love the BDSM crimes.
And 11 instances of Victor treating people as a commodity.
Yeah, because he's a rich
During
ass bitch.
sex scenes, pretty much.
And we have 3 typos.
Those are only the ones that we noticed.
Yeah, indeed.
We
And
didn't go through the
we
entire
didn't go
book.
through the whole
we didn't
book.
read it.
And you can't make me do it again. I won't let you. Consider Seward Morris. Ooh, yes, correct.
What?
Dr. Seward and Quincy Morris from Dracula.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
I have purged a monster
91%
from inside me.
reduction of wretch.
91, correct. No quim left uncrimed. Welcome to the Uncanny Productions. No quim left uncrimed. But welcome to the Uncanny After Hours. No quim
crime
left uncrimed.
uncrimed.
Do we need a clean take of that? For
Yes.
welcome to the Uncanny After Hours. No quim left uncrimed. Ugh. That book is so bad, and
It's
I
really
don't
bad.
like it, and it's really shitty. Some of the sex scenes are like kind of funny, but also it's like
Uncrammed.
uncreamed.
Uncreamed.
No quim left uncreamed.
Birth the not so
What's up?
modern.
Birth of the not so modern Prometheus. Damn, that was awful. Sure was, bud. Sure was.
There were only how many sex scenes?
I'm
Really?
making you a sign that says that now. Please do. No quim left uncrimed.
Thanks. I'd appreciate it. That'd be awesome.
Holy shit.
Should it be in like the old Thriller font, or should it be in I don't know, cursive? Something easier to do.
Like a live, laugh, love, but it's no quim left uncrimed.
Oh my god.
Horrible. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that book. We bought it as a prop, okay? We wanted a trashy Frankenstein romance novel to use it as an example for the opening of the latest episode when we're like, oh, you know, there's so many different Frankenstein iterations that exist. These, you know, the different adaptations, the different things and whatnot. And then we held up a shitty movie called Frankenfish. And then when we talked about books, I was like, okay, I need to hold up like a trashy Frankenstein romance novel. Those have to exist. Comic Sans, obviously. From Copperplate Gothic, Monotype Corrosiva, Roaring Fire. Yeah, fair enough.
Roaring Fire.
No quim left uncrimed. Alright,
Roaring Fire sounds amazing. I don't know what it's like.
you've left all our quims quivering for more FrankenSmut. Well, I mean,
If you can find good
if you can,
FrankenSmut,
I mean, listen. We were going to have our sexpert get us some shit on AO3.
yeah.
Which, you know what? Worst case scenario, that winds up being a future stream. But yeah. When I sat down and actually read that book, I was like, what the fuck? Like, on one hand, it's a very quick read, because the prose is so...
Childish.
Yes. That it's just like, oh... you get it immediately. My quim aches for FrankenSmut. Shut the fuck up. I hate you. I hate this. I hate it.
FrankenSmut, comma, mate.
Yeah.
Mate.
Mate.
my
My quim quivers. My quim, in fact, aches for more FrankenSmut. Omegaverse FrankenSmut. Here's the thing. That is our sexpert's specialty. I specifically requested Omegaverse Frankenstein.
Yes.
And I was looking forward to it.
That's
but
the Sigma and Alpha.
the Sigma
you gotta
and
get
Alpha,
that
yeah,
shit in
yeah.
there, right?
Honestly, I would love to see what a Sigma male looks like in the Omegaverse. If that's a whole different designation. Anyways, but yeah, so our our sexpert is, too busy getting their back absolutely blown out. And good for them, frankly. So, if all we have done today is read you this horrendous book that I wish to remove with bleach from my memory.
The more nodding, the better.
The more nodding, the better. Oh my god.
Yes, there are Sigma males in the Omegaverse.
Not that I know of.
Yeah,
There's 3 designations in traditional Omegaverse.
Yeah,
Alpha, Beta, Omega. I don't know if there's Sigma. If there is, I will have to consult with our sexpert when she's done getting absolute...
I don't know. I had to do research into that because I've actually only...
Our sexpert has a PowerPoint on Omegaverse.
Okay, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Again.
Victor really honestly needed several boat naps and maybe a case of the vapors. Honestly, if only. Of all of the weak Victoria... He didn't get a fever once in this book!
Well, that's because he's not sexy enough.
He's not that sexy. He's just, call me master. It's like, fuck off. Anyways, but, yeah. My fraternity was Sigma. God damn. Yeah, Sigma is not an ABO. It's male horoscope shit. Sigma is not an Omegaverse thing. Thank you, everyone, for backing me up. I know some things about Omegaverse.
I don't know. Looking it up, people were saying stuff about it, so maybe I shouldn't look things up or trust things I read.
Sometimes you look at what you're about to type into Google and you go, you know what? Maybe not, actually. But if we had done that, we wouldn't have had the book that we read for you all here tonight. Oh, stop. Nope, shut. You're done. Go to bed. Anyways.
Omage? Yes, he's
oh my
god.
Alright. Oh. Thank you, friends, for coming and watching this, for enduring the aching quim of it all.
Sam?
Yes,
did
dear.
you just thank for them for coming?
Yeah. You know what? You're welcome
Thank you
for coming.
Two ways to think about this, I guess.
Indeed.
You know what? My NSA agent doesn't deserve this.
Honestly,
you know what?
Yeah.
My NSA agent deserves every stinking second of it. And they're going to get more.
So, thank you, Radical Witch. Stunning. But genuinely, thank you guys for watching this stream. It was a curse and also a hoot, so now we can all share it together. Now you know what quims are, and you are aware of at least a portion of the horror that we've endured. We do this for you.
The horror that we've endured.
The horror that we endured. Her name is Sherry, and now she's dead. You know what? We're gonna do a send-off toast. Give me your cup.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, my dear.
Oh my god. To Sherry.
To Sherry.
She's dead now.
She's dead.
May her quim ache forever in heaven.
Forever.
Ugh.
As she demands unsafe BDSM.
May she learn safer BDSM practices.
And go to fucking therapy.
In heaven. But, yeah. Alright. Cool. Thank you so much, you guys. We love you so much. This was a wild way to spend an evening, but we are honored to have spent it with you. Go forth, be fruitful.
Our quims ache for you.
Our quims ache for you. And that is the Uncanny After Hours promise. Have a good night, lads. We love you. My cup makes silly sounds. Alright, go to bed. We love you. Goodbye.